A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us to watch this sport live on Sony Live and YouTube. For all my viewers, thank you. You guys are as sharp as we are. Before we begin today's day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be thanking our sponsors because without them, this wouldn't have been possible. So I request each and everyone present here to please applaud for their support and belief in 3BL Season 3. And the sponsors are our hospitality and venue partner, Wyndham Chandigarh Mohali, our radio partner for 3BL Season 3, My FM 94.3, apparel partner, Nivea, energy drink partner, Red Bull, it gives you wings, medical partner, Fortis Hospitals Mohali, name partner, Boxer Singh Sports Worldwide Private Limited, special thanks to BFI and FIBA 3x3, and live streaming partner only on Sony Live. You can also watch us live on 3x3BL YouTube channel and FIBA 3x3 YouTube channel. Also thanking all the referees and the officials for coming here and being a part of this. Thank you so much, everybody. You can also follow us on all the social media platforms and also can download our mobile app, which is called 3BL. Go ahead and check it out. You might just like something which is very interesting. And for more updates, you can always visit our Instagram page, which is, of course, 3BL. Ladies and gentlemen, today it is Men's Conference A and it is the beginning of round number 4. We've successfully finished round 1, round 2 and round 3. And for this, I want to give all the credit to the game lovers and all the supporters and all the viewers who have watched us live. Thank you so much. It is time for game number 1 for round number 4 at Men's Conference A here at 3BL Season 3. And bringing out the team that has got back the championship, which they lost in round 2, but they won it in round 3. Put your hands together and please welcome the defending champions of this round now, Team Gurugram Masters. Team Gurugram Masters has the general, the young bull, the real chief, and the bearded king. Of course, what a combination of talent, skill, and stamina. This is a watch-out team for. Let's hope they can defend their title in this round 2. Playing against Gurugram Masters in the opening game of round 4 in Men's Conference A, please welcome team from down south, Hyderabad Ballers. Team Hyderabad Ballers definitely has a superb combo of playing on. They have a new player joining him today, and there are only 3. That means no changes in between the game. Let's see how this one goes. This is going to be game number 1. Can I invite the captains, please? You know the drill. VC, Tushar, who's going to call? All right. Gurugram Masters. Heads is the call. Heads it is. Gurugram Masters win the toss. Will take the ball in game number 1. Aparna, welcome. Good evening and take it back.
Thank you very much, Rishi. And this is going to be quite exciting. The Gurugram Masters have number 7 being won by the chief, Marcus Hammonds, is second. Number 6 is won by Bikramjit Singh. He's known as, I'm sorry, my apologies. There's been a bit of a problem in the transmission. Bikramjit Gill, the bearded chief, Inderbir Singh Gill wearing jersey number 12 and Vivek Chauhan wearing jersey number 3. Hyderabad Ballers are little short staff. We have number 15 Tushar Singh and number 23 Tushar Vijay. We have another player and very soon this game is about to begin. Gurugram Masters have done very, very well for themselves and they have picked up 2 wins in 3 rounds and 1 runners-up check. And they're not very happy about that, but it is how it is, and that was taken away from them by the Mumbai Heroes. The Mumbai Heroes were exceptional in that round. But the 3rd round saw the Gurugram Masters come back and rule the roost pretty much, having taken away a victory from Bangalore Machas. Bangalore Machas have 2 runners-up checks for them, 1 in the round 1 and 1 in round 3. Today, let's see who it is going to be. Marcus Hammonds setting up for a 2 and he sinks it. This is something that he has been doing quite often, picking up a first 2 for his team. Indy with the rebound. Hammonds missing that. Ball rebounded and that's Tushar Singh. Tushar Vijay. Bick with the rebound off a tap from the Chief. Marcus spots up for a 2 and he sinks it. 2 twos for the Chief. Tushar Singh finding the hoop, 1 point off the glass. Vivek Chauhan. Bikram, sweet dish to Marcus, finding the open man right next to him, and Marcus doesn't waste that one off the glass. Bick missing that, but picks it up in. Oh, that's a second one is also missed. Bick off the glass, spins, puts it off the glass. Bikramjit Gill hits a front rim. Marcus with the rebound. And the rebound being pulled away by Tushar Vijay, who spots up for a 2. Marcus once again with the rebound. Vivek Chauhan will try to take it inside, but pulls up for a jumper. Misses that one. Rebound back with the ballers. Ballers for a 2. This time it comes from Tushar Singh. They're trailing by 3. Deep pass inside to Bikram. Bikram with the reverse layup off the glass. And off Chauhan's head it goes, so it's going to be ballers' ball. Just the number 7 for Hyderabad ballers, taking it in and bring ballers taken away and comes back. This is Vivek for a 2. They already have 3 twos to their credit. The Masters have 9. And spotting up for a jumper, that's Tushar Vijay. Vivek Chauhan drops it to Bikram Gill. On a second attempt, he makes it. Jersey number 7, that's an air ball. Bick spots up and takes that 2, converts that. Tushar Singh all the way to the hoop, and Vivek Chauhan concedes a foul. He's still coming to grips with playing the 3x3 format and understanding how the fouls are dished out. Valuable experience for young talent. And it's good that he has the big boys around him to help him make the transition very smoothly. Tushar Singh, Vivek spotting up for a 2. And he sinks it. That's a second 2 for Vivek. Tushar Vijay steps back. And a long 2. The ballers trail by 7, but they've still got some juice. And this time Vivek sinks another 2. 14 points already. Tushar Singh takes it all the way to the hoop and sinks one off the glass. Drops one in. Indy makes another one. That is 17 for the Masters. They're racing away in this game. And it's barely the half game mark. Indy drops it inside to Marcus. Marcus almost losing it, but he had it. Oh yes, this time he's lost it. 6 minutes 24 on the clock, and Gurugram Masters have 17 to Hyderabad ballers who have 8. A lot of 2s. 3 from Vivek, 2 from Marcus, 1 from Bick for the Masters. And the ballers have picked up 2 or 3 of their own. So this has been very high scoring. Playing with 3 players is definitely not easy. And they are missing a couple of their regulars. Tushar Vijay. And that's number 7 of Hyderabad bowlers. Jersey number 7 sinking a 2. Spotting up for a jumper. Hits a front trim and kicks it out. Inderbir out to Bikram. All they need is 3 points to ice this game, and Bikram attempts a 2, but the ball was rebounded by Tushal Singh. Tushal to Tushar Vijay, who spots up for a 2. It's way off target. 5 minutes 44 on the clock. Indy all the way to the hoop. And a right-handed layup there. Not able to make it. That's Marcus this time for a 2. And that is 21-10. This is probably the shortest game so far. 21-10. The first victory is good for the Gurugram Masters. 5 minutes 27. Not even the halfway mark. Jersey number 7 of Hyderabad. I don't have the name. And the end score for this game was 21-10 in favor of Gurugram Masters, the fastest 3x3 game ever. I'm thinking in the history of 3x3 BL. 5 minutes and 37 remaining on the clock, and the game was done and dusted. Let's go to Rishi.
The first game got over quickly, but it's good news for Team Gurugram Masters because they've ended up with a very nice win with a huge margin. Marcus, happy with that game?
Yeah, happy. We just wanted to stay focused and get the job done.
Marcus, now you spent like a couple of weeks here with us, with the ballers, with Indian food and everything. Are you liking the food around here?
I love the food. I love the roti. I need roti every meal. Make sure y'all got that for me, all right?
All right. Now you guys are defending the championship title, continuing it from the last round. What is it going to be like as the round progresses? You know, you've got some tough games coming up.
Yeah, it's always going to be tough. Every time you play this game, 3x3 is always going to be a tough battle. So every time you just got to go out, stay focused, and do what the game plan is.
And you've been playing outside India. This is your first time in India. You've been playing this sport all around the world, especially in Philippines. What do you think of this 3BL Season 3, playing here, playing on this court, playing with the players, the team that you've got?
As far as my team, I love my teammates. We get along great off the court. We got good chemistry on the court. And then as far as the whole league, and especially Conference A, I think it's a real great competition. And guys come out every day in Conference A feeling that they can win the championship. So it's fun, man. It's a good battle.
All right. Congratulations on winning this one, brother. And good luck for the coming up game. Thank you. Thank you for crossing my way. That was Team Gurugram Masters. They have won their opening game. Coming up is a good battle from the north to the south. Wait for it.
And the next game is going to be played between Bangalore Machas and Chandigarh Beasts. In fact, Bangalore Machas have 2 runners-up checks and they will be hoping to turn that into a winner's check this time, and hopefully they will get there. But Gurugram Masters is definitely not going to want to relish their position with the winner's check. So let's wait and see. Let's go over to Rishi. He's ready to welcome both the teams.
It is game number 2 time here at 3BL Season 3. This is Men's Conference A, and we've reached round number 4. We've just finished game number 1, and Gurugram Masters have won their opening game. That means they haven't lost any since the last round. That's a good streak. But coming up is the home team versus a team which is from down south. So put your hands together and please welcome Team Bangalore Machas. Players in orange jersey look all pumped up. They had a good run in round 2, round 3. And this is now round 4. They're playing their game number 1 for the round 4. Playing against Bangalore Machas. That's what we like to call them, the home team. Put your hands together and please welcome Team Chandigarh Beasts. Very, very young talent in this team. Extremely, extremely skillful and talented. This is Team Chandigarh Beasts. And let's see what happens in their opening game of round number 4 here at Men's Conference A. It's toss time. Can I have the captains, please? All right. Both of you know the drill. Who's calling? Bangalore Machas? Heads is the call. Tails it is. Chandigarh Beasts win the toss. Will take the ball. Aparna, take this game further.
Thank you, Rishi. Bangalore Machas have had a good run so far, but definitely they'd be expecting a winner's check. Only then they would be happy with it. And number 15 is won by Arvind Armugam. Number 7 won by Anil Kumar. Number 8 by Himanshu Sharma. And number 15 by Shashank Rai. They will be going up against Chandigarh Beasts. Number 18 won by Shaun Aranjo. Number 15 by Prashant Singh Rawat. Number 13 by Mirant Italia, who is joined by number 7 won by Sukhdeep Singh Gill. .3x3BL is such an exciting league first, and it's India's first and only 3x3 pro basketball league. 3x3 basketball is now an Olympic sport after it made its debut at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. It will now feature at the Commonwealth Games in 2022 and Paris 2024 Olympics. It's going to be a pretty much a regular feature going forward. 3x3 basketball is the fastest and most exciting urban sport in the world. From the street to the Olympics, 3BL gives India a shot at not just fielding a team, but also a shot at winning gold at the Olympics. Some people wonder how this league is going to benefit us. 3BL will act as a feeder system to the Indian 3x3 teams, and that is no mean feat because this league offers a platform to all those little-known players in the Indian circuit who are coming here to showcase their potential and be recognized for their talents, and going forward will be assisting the feeder system for Indian 3x3 ball. And that's Shaun Aranjo from Goa sinking 1 for Chandigarh Beasts. Prashant drops it into Sukhdeep Pal Singh. Anil. Himanshu. Both teams level with 2 apiece. Shaun drops it into Sukhi. Prashant. Rebound pulled down by Himanshu. Anil spots up for a 2. And sinks the first one for himself, a 2. Bangalore Machas now have 4. Chandigarh Beasts have 2. Shaun tries to thread the needle but couldn't. Picks it up, spots up for a jumper. Ball is out of bounds. It's going to be Bangalore Machas ball. Shashank, Anil and Himanshu on the floor for the Bangalore Machas. Suki, Prashant and Shaun for the Chandigarh Beasts on the floor. Shashank back to Himanshu. Tries to drive in, kicks it out to Shashank, who takes it all the way to the hoop off the glass and sinks that one. 5 points for the Machas. Chandigarh Beasts have 2. Suki to the hoop, gets that one. It's going to be and 1 for him. He's going to go to the free throw line. Makes that one. Himanshu replies with the 2 for the Machas. Suki misses that one off the rim, so this time Shashank Rai has the ball. Anil back to Shashank. Shaun was quick to get it off and off to Suki. Suki who makes it off the glass, an easy uncontested layup. Shashank splits the defense, takes it to the hoop and finds success, dropping it inside to Suki. Suki turns around. A sweet jumper. That was off an assist from Prashant. 8-6 is the score in favour of Bangalore Machas. 7 minutes 45 on the clock. Shashank to Himanshu. Back out to Shashank, who will take it inside and kick it out to Himanshu, who gets free behind the perimeter. Not able to make it. Shaun is there to pick up the rebound for the Beasts. Drops it inside to Prashant. Prashant off the glass. First attempt is not good. Second attempt is good and he draws a foul. So it's going to be and 1 for Prashant. Prashant is getting creative in this format. No restrictions placed on him, so he's playing to his potential, playing ball that he enjoys playing, more natural to him. Anil. Prashant pulls down the rebound. Back to Suki. Back to Prashant. Prashant finds his way to the hoop, but he gets fouled by Arvind Armuga. Prashant. Ball still with Chandigarh Beasts. Suki sinks a 2. So this is the first lead in the game that the Beasts have taken. 1 point over the Machas. Shashank Rai will try to reply with another, but he's not able to make it. Shaun this time for the Beasts spots up for a jumper from mid-range. Arvind Armugam is there to pick up the rebound and kicks it out to Anil. Out to Shashank. Arvind pulls down the rebound and off the glass he makes it. The scores are level. 9 apiece, 6:28 on the clock. Suki this time takes it to the hoop but stripped by Anil. And that's a timeout called. You're watching 3x3BL Season 3 and this is round 4. It's day 7 here and the Conference A for men started off with Gurugram Masters beating Hyderabad Ballers in a game that got over within 5 minutes. Probably the fastest ever game that we have seen so far in 3x3BL's 3 seasons. 5 minutes 37 on the clock remained when the game was iced. 21-10, a lot of twos there. The game was won by Gurugram Masters, who are the defending champions of round 1 and 3. Chandigarh Beasts this time. That was Suki who sank one and managed to give his team a 1-point lead again. Ball rebounded. No, it was intercepted off the hands of Prashant. Prashant frustrated with having missed that one. It would have meant and one to him, but he just picked up a foul. But he's going to go for a free throw and see if he can increase the lead again by another 1 point. Hits a front ring. Spinning, Prashant tries to split the defense and take it all the way in. Mirant Italia has come in and Shaun will sit out for a bit. Suki for a 2, but rebounded by Arvind. Arvind, Himanshu. Himanshu now to Anil. Anil kicks it out to Himanshu, who's waiting. Suki fouls him, so he's going to go to the free throw line and Himanshu is going to get 2 free throws. Conference A has been divided into 2 pools. Pool A has Gurugram Masters, Hyderabad Ballers and Goa Snipers, and Pool B have Bangalore Machas, Chandigarh Beasts and Mumbai Heroes. Mumbai Heroes, in fact, were the winners of round 2. Suki kicks it out. Mirant Italia taking it all the way to the hoop, a left layup there. Shashank spins, gets fouled in the process. Both teams level with 11. 5:25 on the clock. Bangalore Machas have picked up 5 fouls, and this could be quite a problem for them because they're going to start dishing out those 2 free throws when they hit the 7th, 8th and 9th foul, after which from the 10th foul onwards it's going to be 2 free throws and 1 ball possession. That's not something that they might want to give to the Chandigarh Beasts, who are very well capable of sinking those free throws and taking the game away from them. Shashank Rai sinks one. Suki, turnaround jumper, which is finishes neatly. No difficulty there. Shashank tries to force his way, tries to draw a foul. Suki wouldn't take the bait. Clean defense. Prashant splitting the defense, goes in but gets fouled in the process. This time the foul is on Shashank, so Prashant is going to find himself on the line. This is the 6th foul. And he makes it. Prashant adding another point. Arvind sinks a 2. So that's going to be 14 points for the Machas versus 13 of the Beasts. And Prashant makes sure he levels it once again with another point. Shashank spotting up for a 2. Ball rebounded by Mirant Italia, who kicks it out to Suki. Suki drives in. A nice layup from the right side. Himanshu not able to make the 2. Arvind muscles his way in off the glass. 15 all. Prashant. First opportunity, he misses it. Second opportunity, he converts it. 16 points for the Beasts. Shashank finds his way to the hoop. One-handed layup. Suki fakes and finds his way in, sinks one, replies. Pretty instantly, these teams are trading shots, and that's one more for Suki. The Chandigarh Beasts are adding points just as consistently, and they have 18 now. Bangalore Machas trail by 2. 3 minutes 37 on the clock. And that's a timeout. Shashank Rai back to Anil. Anil for a 2. Sinks it. Scores are level once again. You can hear Arvind Armugam giving instructions from outside, requesting his team to pressurize immediately and not give them any space or gap. Himanshu drives to the hoop. First opportunity is not good. Second opportunity, Shaun was there to pick it off from his hands. Prashant tries to drop it to Suki, but Suki lost his balance. Himanshu was quick to pick it up. And this time, Anil once again sinks a 2. Bangalore Machas 1 point away from icing this game. Prashant with the 2. Unable to make it. Shashank Rai to the hoop, misses it. Suki is there to pull down the rebound. 2:35 on the clock. Prashant spots up for a 2. Not able to make it. Shashank is there, saves it back to Anil. But Anil out of bounds. 2018. This game is so close. 2 minutes 22 on the clock. Arvind comes in place of Himanshu. There's plenty of time to swing any which way, but the point is Bangalore Machas are just 1 point away from finishing this. So the Chandigarh Beasts will have to do something very urgently and also prevent Bangalore Machas from sinking that 1 point and taking it away from them. So near and so close, they've got to really step it up. Shaun back to Prashant. Prashant for a 2. Misses it. Suki is there to pick up the rebound now. He will kick it out once more to Prashant. Prashant, who finds himself all the way to the hoop, sinks one, makes it 19 now. It's a one possession game for both teams. A timeout now. Both teams going back into a huddle. Arvind is like really upset with that. Shashank wasn't aware that he was going to be out of bounds over there. He wasn't aware of his presence on the floor. Spatial awareness, especially on the edges, on the sidelines, is quite the challenge in 3x3 for quite a few players. And Suki sinks one. He sinks 2, in fact, to take this away from the Chandigarh Beasts. Coming back, trailing at 2018. And Prashant sinking 1 to make it 19. And Suki taking that 2-pointer from the perimeter and taking it away. This is a sweet victory for Chandigarh Beasts. Very well done. What's not to applaud about this team? They have done so well from the opening tip. They have made this quite the contention, especially with Bangalore Machas, who have 2 runners-up checks And pulling off the first victory is always sweet in the league phase because it gives them a little bit of, takes the edge of the pressure away when they go in towards their second game. So this is something that they have done very well for themselves. Sukhdeep Pal Singh, Mirant Italia, Prashant Rawat and Shaun Aranjo. Every single one of them had made major contributions to ensuring that they were able to pull this victory off. Very well done by Chandigarh Beasts. And the final score is Chandigarh Beasts have beaten Bangalore Machas 21-20. Let's go over to Rishi. He has Shaun with him.
What a game that was. And the home team should be happy because they've got it through just under the wire. And I have Shaun from Team Chandigarh Beach. Shaun, congratulations. Went down the wire just under 2 minutes going neck to neck. What was the pressure like?
Man, I don't really know what to say, man, to be honest. That last three-pointer was really required. I was actually going to drop it down to him, but he chose to take the the two-pointer, and it worked for us well, you know.
Yeah, I think it by far is one of the most closest game. It's definitely going down the vault. I think this is one game people are going to watch over and over again. You know, it's just under the minute, and when you were 19 and they were 20, do you look at the score and think that, okay, I want to finish it with a two-pointer or I want to run in and give a layup?
Usually I like to drive in and maybe kick the ball to Prashant. He's a really good shooter, so hopefully he makes those threes. Usually he does. So that's the only thing I look for usually. I don't like to take the three-pointer. I like to create.
How do you feel about men's conference A? You've reached round 4. You've an experience of 3 rounds now. What do you feel about the competition level, especially at 3BL Season 3?
Oh, it's a good journey actually, to be honest. I haven't really met such good players on the 3-on-3 side of the game. So yeah, it's a tough competition, especially Gurugram Masters. It's full of like senior players, and I really look up to them.
Thank you so much, and good luck. You have won the first one. Let's make it to the finals of this round. Good luck with that. That was Shaun from Chandigarh Beasts. They have won their opening game against Bangalore Machas. Coming up is an interesting one. Wait for it.
And the next game is going to be played between Goa Snipers and Hyderabad Ballers. That's going to be quite an exciting game. Goa Snipers have put up some big numbers, especially in the last round. They were quite exceptional in their play, and they were one of the most exciting teams to watch out for. Hyderabad Ballers have faced a first-round loss to Gurugram Masters. They will be smarting from that loss and wanting to come back stronger. Now let's go over to Rishi. He's ready to welcome the players.
It's time for game number 3 here at Men's Conference A. This is round 4 at 3BL Season 3. And it is time to bring out the teams. One of the teams have already played game number 1 for today, and they need to win this one if they want to cruise through smoothly. Let's bring out the team. Team Hyderabad Ballers. Team Hyderabad Ballers playing with only 3 players, and a new one has joined us in the team and looks good. The team looks in sync. And playing against Hyderabad Ballers in their game number 1 for today in this round. Please put your hands together and welcome team Goa Snipers. Goa Snipers have a very, very tight team up and all pumped up after a day's break, and they have their game number 1 going in. All right, it's toss time, ladies and gentlemen. The captain of Goa Snipers and the captain of Hyderabad Ballers. Would you please join me for the toss? You guys know the drill. Who's calling? Hyderabad bowlers. Heads is the call. Tails it is. Goa Snipers win the toss. We'll take the ball. Thank you so much. Aparna, take this game further.
Thank you. And Goa Snipers have a full team today. Hyderabad bowlers have three players, in fact. Tushar Vijay wearing jersey number 23. Prince Tyagi has come in place and he will wear jersey number 7. Tushar Singh is wearing jersey number 15. Goa Snipers being represented by number 19 Manuel Jose Blasquez Lopez, number 6 Ambati Prudvishwar Reddy, Jepal Singh Man wearing jersey number 5 and Jagdeep the Juggernaut Bains wearing jersey number 15. Hyderabad bowlers are without Principal Singh and Manik Olin, but instead Prince Tyagi has stepped in to ensure that this team is not way too short-handed. So that's 3 players, and as you all know how exhausting this sport is, it's a 10-minute sprint, and like our league commissioner Mr. Rohit Bakshi says, it's a 10-minute sprint and wrestling combined. That's how intense and aggressive the sport is. So they are going to need not just their wits, their stamina and everything else about them to make sure that they take this game away from the Snipers. And the Snipers are not an easy team to be trifled with because they are very fast, very nifty, nimble and capable of doing much damage to their opponents. The Snipers are pretty much just that, snipers, and good ones at that. This is the second game for the bowlers, whereas Snipers are playing the first one. And instantly, they open scores within 4 seconds of the game. That was Jose Blasquez off a feed from Prudvi, making an easy one. Ball rebounded, but man out of bounds. It's going to be Goa ball once more. Jepal tries to find his way inside, but he's stripped of the ball. That was Prince Tyagi. Blasquez spins away and off the glass. And that's Tushar Vijay. 9 minutes 22 remaining. Jagdeep Bains comes in place of Prudvi. Jepal out to the Juggernaut. Spotting up for a 2 is Blasquez. Tushar Singh kicks it out to Tushar Vijay. Prince Tyagi spots up for a 2. Pulling down the rebound is Jagdeep. Jagdeep for a 2. This time he sinks it for the Snipers, giving them 4 and a 4-point lead. Beautiful, decisive and incisive pass from Blasquez to Jagdeep, who adds 1 more to the score. Tushar Vijay with a 2, opening scores for the bowlers. Bains to Blasquez, lost the ball there. Blasquez to the free throw line. Blasquez sinks that one. 6 points to the Snipers. Prince Tyagi tries to spot one and put it off the glass, but no good. Blasquez tries to tip it back in, but Prince has the rebound. Tushar Singh has the rebound and back to Prince. Back again to Tushar Singh. Tushar to the hoop, off the glass. A layup. Blasquez replies with a 2 from beyond the perimeter. And one back from Prince himself for the bowlers, giving them their 5th point. Snipers have 8. 7:55 on the clock. Jepal Singh Man goes out and Prithvi checks in. Prince tries to split the defense, but that was a travelling violation. Blasquez sinks it. That's 10 points for Snipers. He's absolutely pumped. He's one person that has shown a lot of delight on the court and enjoying himself when he plays ball. So much so it's pretty infectious to watch him play. Pulls down the rebound and puts it back in. That's 11 points for the Snipers. Tushar Singh. Rebounded by Blasquez. Prince Tyagi had a piece of that and made sure that his mates caught it. This is Tushar Vijay spotting up for a 2 and he makes it. 7 points to the bowlers. Trailing by 4. Almost losing the ball, but Benz has it. Jagdeep Benz with a 2. That is 13 points to the Snipers. Hyderabad bowlers with the ball. Tushar Vijay back to Prince. Blasquez with the rebound, spots up for a 2 and makes one more for his team. Snipers are 15. And unchallenged, takes it inside Tushar Singh and converts it. Blasquez is there this time, draws a foul, and that was off a pass by Prudvi. Found the open man in Blasquez. And he flexes. 6:17 on the clock, and this is a timeout. You can see the girls' league players from the women's league come out and support the teams. Amarendra Naik, Kanish Kadir, we have Kanika, we have Hemangani Gamit. So many players. It's been an exciting few days. 3x3BL has provided that platform for all these young players to come and showcase their talents. Not just that, grow in the process as well, especially since they are in the company of expert 3x3 players, and it's given them that opportunity to glean from them and get some information that could help their own game, learn from them as well. Tushar Vijay sinks that one. 2 points for the bowlers. 16-10. The 2-point rain by both teams is making sure they're putting up high scores in a short span of time. So much so that the 10-minute mark seems quite futile when they're scoring so heavily and so fast as well. Let's see how long this game is going to go on for. Snipers are just 4 points away from icing this. And Prudvi, quick hands, make sure that he had a steal. Jaipal Man for a 2, not able to make it. Tushar Vijay fakes, goes in, takes it off the glass. That was a Euro step there that we just witnessed. Prudvi with an air ball, and even he's amused about it. Pretty sure he's going to get some grief from a few of his friends watching from the stands about the air ball. That's how good the camaraderie is between all these players. And one difficult shot that's been converted by the bowlers, and that was Tushar Vijay, who went in and picked up that 12th point. Spinning, moving inside and laying it off a finger roll. That's Blasquez with one more. Goa Snipers have 18. Tushar spotting up. Rebound pulled down by Blasquez. Prithvi dropping it back to Blasquez. Sinks one, and it's going to be and one. Check out the body language of Blasquez. He's thoroughly enjoying himself. Ball out of bounds, 4 minutes 44 on the clock. Snipers are just 2 points away from taking this game. Hyderabad ballers trailing by 7 points. While they have done very well for themselves, they are in a bit of a pickle considering the fact that even though they have the clock with them, the score that the Snipers have put is not going to be easy to catch up to since they're so close to the finish. Nice deep incisive pass inside, but a floor violation on Prince Tyagi. It's a second floor violation coming from him. Finding Prithvi for two, and he sinks it. That is the end of the game, folks. 4 minutes 27 on the clock, and the Goa Snipers have beaten the ballers 21-12. Great efforts by the Snipers. This also means the team will get a little bit more rest when they finish early, and they have conserved that much more energy rather than going all the way to the 10th minute. And the final score is Goa Snipers have beaten Hyderabad ballers 21-12. Now let's go to Rishi. He has the Snipers teammates there.
What a game that was. An easy seal through for Goa Snipers. And I have Jose and Prithvi with me from Goa. Congratulations, guys, first of all. You finished 3 rounds. You're in round 4 now, Jose. What has the competition level been like? What do you feel? How do you feel about the competition level at 3BL Season 3?
Thank you very much. I'm very happy for the win. And I'm very happy because we are improving game by game and we need to continue working.
Prithvi, I really want to see a good game up in this round so that we can meet one of the best teams in the final. And I'm talking about the defending champs. Would you like to go on them?
I think that's the target for the team right now because it's been already 3 rounds and then we've been losing to them twice. So I think this round we're looking for a great matchup because we're going to play them in the pool right now. So hopefully we're going to meet them in finals today.
Jose, you guys have a great team up. You've got all the skills and all. But the language barrier that you come from, but it's still easy how you guys, make the ball pass around. What do you, in the timeout, what do you discuss with the team?
Yes. I think that our language is basketball, and that's the key.
That's great. Congratulations on the win, and good luck for the next one. Well, Goa Snipers say that they really want to meet Gurugram Masters in the finals. Let's see what happens. It's just not far away. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching 3BL Season 3 and we are live from Chandigarh, Mohali. We are halfway through in the 3BL Season 3 and halfway through in Men's Conference A Round 4. That means that 3 leg games are over and 3 from the same pool are remaining. It is now time for the next game coming up because one of the teams has already played a game and one of the team is playing the first game for Men's Conference A Round number 4. Let's bring out the team that I really like it because it's got the city that I live in. The name, Mumbai Heroes. Team Mumbai Heroes definitely had a chance to win the championship, so they know how it is. They know what the pressure is like. They know what the game is like. Playing against Mumbai Heroes, ladies and gentlemen, the home team, Team Chandigarh Beasts. Team Chandigarh Beasts had a good run in their opening game. They won their first one, and this is the second one. If they go through this one, they're definitely in the semis. But let's see what happens. It is toss time now. Captain of Mumbai Heroes and the captain of Chandigarh Beasts, please join me. Boys, you know the drill. Who's calling? All right. Heads or tails? Mumbai Heroes calls for heads. Heads it is. Mumbai Heroes will take the ball in this one. Let's see what happens. Aparna, take it further.
Thank you very much, Rishi. Mumbai Heroes are coming in for their first league game today and they will be represented by number 8, Carlos Super Hombre Martinez, number 15, Sanjay Shinde, number 11, Sejin Matthew, and number 14, Sunil Ratti. This team has grown from the league initially in round 1 to where it is now brilliantly. Chandigarh Beasts have also found their mojo in number 18, Shaun Aranjo, number 15, Prashant Singh Rawat, number 13, Mirant Italia, and number 17, Sukhdeepal Singh. And this team had a phenomenal game against the Bangalore Machas, coming from behind and making sure they were able to pull off the victory when it was actually the Bangalore Machas that was so close to winning it. There were 20 Bangalore Machas when Chandigarh Beasts were having only 18. And they picked up one quick one and then aced it with a 2 off Suki. So that was Prashant with 1 for them and Suki that iced the game with 2 and stuck the dagger in Macha's heart, giving them their first loss in game 1. This time Mumbai Heroes coming with fresh legs and a pumped up team because they were round 2 champions and round 3 they couldn't make it to the final. So they would be looking to see if they can bring back their mojo together and take this one away. Sanjay Shinde, Siddhant Sanjay Shinde with the ball first. Ball is out of bounds. You're watching round 4 3x3BL season 3 and this is the league for Conference A. .3BL is India's first and only 3x3 pro basketball league. And that's an air ball. Carlos Super Hombre Martinez. He had a phenomenal round 2. And if we can see him bring that A game on today, it is going to be super exciting. Suki missing that one. Back to Shaun. Shaun kicks it back to Prashant to Shaun. Shaun now finds his way to the hoop, unable to make it. Prashant is there to pick up the rebound and put one in for his teammates, opening the score for the Beasts with 1. Shinde rebounds and Sejin has the ball, kicks it out to Siddhant Shinde. Martinez picks it up, open scores for his team as well. Scores are level. Prashant. Ball out of bounds, so it's going to be Mumbai ball, finding the open man inside. That was Shinde to Martinez who converted that. Shaun splitting the defense goes inside, but Carlos Martinez has a piece of that rejected. Ratti in place of Shinde. That is Sunil Ratti for Mumbai Heroes. Shaun spotting up for a 2, an air ball. Martinez didn't expect Sunil Ratti to pull back. He thought he would have cut in and tried to give him a pass inside to the cutting man, but that didn't happen. So it's a ball out of bounds. Prashant Rawat. One-on-one against Sejin, but that will be a goaltend, or isn't it? It is going to be called for a goaltend. Sejin, very athletic player. Carlos tries to drop it inside to Sejin, but it went off Prashant's leg, so it's continuing to be Mumbai ball. Turns around, tries to lay one in, but unfortunately it goes in and out, not a friendly hoop. But Sejin this time spotting up for a 2, and he sinks it. Sejin Matthew for Mumbai Heroes, giving 2 more and makes it 4 for his team. Suki with the ball. Suki all the way to the hoop. Carlos Martinez was there to thwart it and tips it out to his mates. This time it's rejected by Suki. Suki back to Prashant. Shaun with the rebound, tries to find the open man in Suki. Suki turns around off the glass, draws the foul and sinks that one, and 1 for Suki. Carlos is there to try and put it back in, but first attempt missed, second attempt missed. This time Ratti also couldn't finish, almost losing the ball. Long one there for Suki, he couldn't make it. Siddhant Shinde does finish with 2 for the Heroes. Suki takes it all the way to the hoop, wraps it around and converts it off the glass. 1 point for the Beast. This time Martinez spots up for a 2 and he sinks it. A flurry of points right now. All of a sudden it's getting to be Prashant misses the layup, but a foul called on Prashant. It's going to be Mumbai ball. Martinez for a 2, another 2, he sinks it. That's 10 points for the Heroes, trailing by 5 are the Beasts. Suki goes all the way around, manages to keep his defense away and makes that layup. And replied in return, that was Mumbai Heroes with the 2. A foul has been called under the board. Sejin checks in for Martinez. (12-6) is the scoreline in favor of Mumbai. 7 minutes 3 seconds on the clock. Sunil Ratti. Shaun pulls down the rebound, but Siddhant was there to disrupt that. Suki with the ball. Forces his way in. Could see the league commissioner, Mr. Rohit Bakshi, talking to Ari Gelly, injured player from Spain who was to represent Pune Panthers. She would be needing a surgery for a ligament repair, and hopefully she'll be back stronger, and for next season she'll be back with a bang. Shaun drops it to Prashant, deep inside. Prashant sinks one in off the glass. In reply, Sunil Ratti with 2. Shaun unable to finish that. Not a friendly ring again, goes in and out, but this time Sunil Ratty with 2 back-to-back twos. Suki forces one and he sinks a 2 as well. This is a 2-point rain. And that's Siddhant Shinde with another 2. 17 points for the Heroes and the Beasts have 9. Prashant attempts a 2, but he's not able to make it. Now finds his way inside, tries to make one off the glass, and with a light touch, he gets 1 point in. Siddhant, Sejan 2. That was Siddhant with the 2. The Heroes have 19 now. Prashant unable to make it. Ratty picks up the rebound. Out to Sejan. Sejan back to Ratty. Siddhant with another attempt. Hits a front ring. Kicks it out. Siddhant with a steal there. Finds the open man in Ratty. Beautifully done, and he sinks one. That's 20 points to the Heroes. All they need is one more to ice this game. 5 minutes 24 on the clock, not even the halfway mark. Prashant unable to make it. Sejan pulls it down. Back out to Ratty. Ratty spots up for a 2, and in and out it goes. Shaun with the rebound. Shaun to Suki. Suki with a 2. That's Chandigarh Beasts having their 12th point with that. Sejan out to Sunil Ratty. Sunil Ratty for a 2. It's an air ball. 4:58 on the clock. And that's a timeout. This round has been all about those 2s. We haven't had even one game that went down all the way to the wire, which was the 10th minute. Instead, they all got iced at some point earlier on. In fact, the shortest game was the first game played between Gurugram Masters and Hyderabad Ballers. They finished the game 4 minutes and a few seconds in to the game. The game was done and dusted. Prashant Rawat. The shot won't count. Shinde to Martinez. Martinez tries to split the defense and takes it to the basket, but the ball is out of bounds. Heroes ball. They need just one to pull off this win. Finding the open man in Sejan deep inside. Sejan is way too deep to do anything about it. Kicks it out. Unable to hold on to the ball. It's Chandigarh ball right now with Prashant attempting a wayward 2 from there, but won't go. Shinde this time. And he sinks it. Siddhant Shinde makes it 22-12. That is the end line score. 4 minutes 19 remaining, and Chandigarh Beasts have dished out. Mumbai Heroes have dished out a loss to Chandigarh Beasts, who in fact had a great first game. This time round they found themselves on the back foot, and Mumbai Heroes took them away 2 points at a time. Several 2s were what cost the Chandigarh Beasts off this game, and Chandigarh Beasts couldn't quite recover from that. Mumbai Heroes on comfortable wicket here. They will be going into the next game and meeting the Bangalore Machas. The Machas are smarting from that loss, which they almost had a win. And that's something that will be rankling them for quite a while. The Chandigarh Beasts, like we already shared before, pulled it off from under the Machas' feet. So let's see how they are going to react to that loss and come back into the next game to meet with the Mumbai Heroes. And in Pool A, Gurugram Masters and Goa Snipers have pulled off victories and both having beaten Hyderabad bowlers. Hyderabad bowlers have been eliminated from the semi-final phase so early. Chandigarh Beasts have one loss. Bangalore Machas have one loss. So the next two games will be crucial, and the final score is Mumbai Heroes have beaten Chandigarh Beasts 22-12. Now let's go over to Rishi. He's ready to interview the super hombre Carlos Martinez.
Mumbai Heroes have won their game in round 4 in men's conference A. This was their game number 1 for the day, and they won it. And I have Carlos Martinez with me from Mumbai Heroes. Carlos, first of all, congratulations. You're halfway through the league now. We have finished 3 rounds. This is round number 4, and easily cruising through Chandigarh Beasts, even when they had won their opening game. How do you feel the atmosphere is within your team?
Yeah, I really think it wasn't easy. We had good percent in 2-pointers, and we solved some problems we had in the third round, especially in defense.
Right, yes. I was going to get there that, you know, the previous round went enough as planned, but you're getting a good start today because you've won the first game. Does it look positive now? Because coming up is a very important game, the one that you have, which is next to Bangalore's. You must win with a big margin, or you must at least win that. What's the plan for that?
The plan is to keep being solid. I think this game was important because the previous game was 21-20. We talked to try to score 22 points now, and next game now we will talk the strategy step by step.
All right, you've almost finished 2 weeks in India. You've been here with us from like around 14-15 days. You know, how do you feel about the whole Indian food, Indian people, players, and this 3BL Season 3? What's your feeling like?
Yeah, I talked to you in private about this, and I feel very good. I feel very thankful to all the organization, to Rohit, to Richard, to you, and a lot of people that is working outside the accents, the cookers, the drivers. Everybody is doing a great job. Everybody is feeling me like home. I feel like home, and I'm very thankful.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the stay and good luck for the next one. That was Carlos Martinez from Mumbai Heroes. They won their opening game. The next 2 games are going to be a good contest. You don't want to miss them.
And the next game, of course, Rishi is talking about the Gurugram Masters versus Goa Snipers. Goa Snipers have faced a couple of losses already to Gurugram Masters in the earlier rounds, and they are trying to see if they can pull a victory off from the 2-round champions. And in fact, Gurugram Masters also in the second round had a runners-up check. So yes, they've managed to get some victories and those winners and runners checks throughout. So Goa Snipers looking to see if they can top the pool. And if not, they'd be at least hoping to meet them in the final. Now let's go over to Rishi. He's ready to welcome both the teams.
It is now time, ladies and gentlemen, to bring out the other 2 teams for the game number 5 of Men Conference A. And this is round 4. For all of you who've just joined in, I think, thank you. But it is the right time to join in because the upcoming games, you don't want to miss them. And post that is the semi-finals and then the finals. But for now, let's bring out the team that is defending the champions title from round number 3. Team Gurugram Masters. Gurugram Masters have already won their game number 1 in men's conference A here at round 4 earlier today. And playing against Gurugram Masters. Oh, this one's going to be a very nice matchup. Please put your hands together and welcome Team Goa Snipers. Team Goa Snipers easily sailed through their first game and won it. And now this one's going to be a really, really cracker one. You seem excited, so are we. Let's get to the toss for this game. Captains of Gurugram Masters and Goa Snipers, both of you know the drill. Who's calling? All right, Gurugram Masters. Heads is the call. We see you've lost it once again. Goa Snipers win the toss and will take the ball. Aparna, take this game further.
Thank you very much, Rishi. Gurugram Masters coming off with a great victory in game 1 is being represented by the chief Marcus Hammonds, the second wearing jersey number 7. The bearded king, aka Bikramjit Gill, wearing jersey number 6. The general Inderbir Singh Gill wearing jersey number 12. And the young gun Vivek Chauhan wearing jersey number 3. The Goa Snipers have Manuel Jose Blasquez Lopez wearing jersey number 19. Ambati Prudvishwar Reddy wearing jersey number 6. Jaipal Singh Man wearing jersey number 5. The juggernaut Jagdeep Bains wearing jersey number 15. And definitely this will be very, very exciting to watch, as is the next game. Like we already said, Goa Snipers will try to see how far they can push the Gurugram Masters and see if they can pull off a victory. Even if they don't do so now, they would be hoping that they will meet this team in the final. And that's exactly what they're going to be working towards, because both these teams have already qualified to play in the semi-final by virtue of having eliminated Hyderabad ballers from the league. So this is more a practice game of evaluating their strengths and getting warmed up enough to figure out how to take them down in the penultimate round. But standing between these two teams is, of course, the Bangalore Machas and Mumbai Heroes. Both those teams have had much success so far in the league itself. Bangalore Machas are 2-time runners-up, whereas Mumbai Heroes are round 2 champions. So it's not going to be easy, but this is quite the conference and a lot of exciting games. Prithvi losing it early on. The general out to Marcus. Marcus with that first shot that he almost always makes. The chief open scores with a 2. Blasquez takes it all the way to the hoop and sinks 1 point for the Snipers. And the chief once more with another 2. He says it always pumps him up to have that first 2 in the game, and most of the times the plays are drawn for him, but Blasquez replies with the 2 of his own. That's 3 points for the Snipers. Bikram off the glass sinks it, and he's going to have another one waiting on the free throw line for him. An opportunity to make it a 2-point play. Gurugram Masters have 5 and Goa Snipers have 3, and it's 9 minutes and 14 on the clock. There's a sense of urgency in this game. Missing that one, Bick is there to pick it up and tries to put it back, but Blasquez is there to pull down that rebound and spots up for a 2. Vivek pulls down the rebound and the chief attempts another. He can't make it. Prithvi with the rebound brings it out. Drops it inside to Blasquez, unchallenged. Blasquez slams one in. Blasquez doing everything that his team needs him to do, and with such positive energy that it's so infectious. This team is a treat to watch. Thanks to that one man, Jose Blasquez, and the chemistry that he has with his team. And Prithvi Reddy has to be credited for finding the open man in Blasquez and threading the eye of the needle as often as possible. The juggernaut turns around and sinks one, a jumper. Adding one more to the Snipers. The scores are level. Indy with that attempt missing it. Prithvi has the ball. Blasquez this time will try to split the defense but kicks it out to Jagdeep. Jagdeep for a 2. Rebounded by Blasquez. Sinks one off the glass. That's 6 points. The first lead in the game for the Snipers against the Masters. Indy taking it to the hoop and level scores with the layup unchallenged. Jagdeep Bains with 2 of his own, giving Snipers their biggest lead so far. 2-point lead. They have 8 and Masters have 6. 8 minutes 4 remaining on the clock. Inderbir will take the possession. The Chief unchallenged once again, and he sinks it. The Chief has hot hands. He can't miss anything from that range. That's how it looks like. But Bick is there to pick it up, and once again back to Bick. That's Indy to Bick. Bick off the glass. The bearded king. Jagdeep unable to finish that one. This time it's Inderbir spotting up for 2. Rebounded by Blasquez. Back to Prithvi. Prithvi drops it to Blasquez. Challenged by Big, so he's going to kick it out. Jagdeep Bains from outside brings it to the hoop and finds the hoop again. That's another point for Snipers. They are leveling scores, keeping this well within reach and heavily contested. The Snipers and the Masters are going at each other's throats, eyeball to eyeball. This is quite exciting, and just 7 minutes and 20 more on the clock. This is going to be quite the feast. But both teams have 9 already, pretty high scoring. Jagdeep being defended by Vivek Chauhan. Vivek to Indy for a 2. It's a front and Big is there to pull down that rebound. Jagdeep Bains contests it, a tussle under, battle of two big men. Big draws a foul, and that was conceded by Jaipal Singh Man. And that's a timeout. Both teams level in all respects. The score, the fouls, 6:58 on the clock. And Bikram sinks that one. In reply, Blasquez with a 2. Goa Snipers have a lead 11 to 10. Big tips it inside. Jaipal has it. Finding the open man, Blasquez. Off the glass, Blasquez makes it. So that's 12 points to the Snipers. The Gurugram Masters trailed by 2. And that was the Chief missing his 2-point attempt. Missing a consecutive 2. 6:30 on the clock, and the Snipers are up by 2. Blasquez for a 2. Little too short. Jaipal this time once again inside to Blasquez, and Blasquez lays one in. One more for the Snipers. Big out to the Chief. Chief sinks it. And this was Jagdeep Bains with another 2 of his own. Indy will pass it out to Big for a 2. Jaipal Man pulls down the rebound. Drops it to Bains. Back again, Blasquez to Bains. He has a ball stripped by Bikramjit Gill, the bearded king. This time no one there to thwart his attempt, but the Chief is unable to sink it. Gives it back to the general. Ball rebounded by Blasquez and taken out. Now he will spot up for a 2. Not able to make it. Tries to chase it down, but the ball goes out of bounds. So the Goa Snipers are up by 3 with 5 minutes 27 on the clock, and the Masters have 12. Both teams have conceded just 2 fouls, so that's quite safe for both of them. They have a few fouls to concede comfortably, but it is imperative that they do it only when necessary. And this is exactly what we were talking about. Jaipal Man conceding that foul on a 2-point attempt by the Chief. Made 1 of 2. Rebounded, and that was Blasquez. Misses it. Bick was there to pull down the rebound this time. A foul being called on Blasquez. Indy splitting the defense, takes it to the hoop, not able to make it. Foul been called. The Snipers are up by just 1 point. Chief made sure he got those free throws in to make it a little comfortable for them to get back. And this time, Prithvi finding the open man at Blasquez in traffic. Indy this time sinks a difficult shot there, although he was challenged by Man, and Prithvi trying to reach in. Inderbir missing that. Prithvi with the ball for the Snipers, passing it to Blasquez, spins, turns, takes it to the glass, challenged by Vivek Chauhan, and Chauhan gets called for a foul. So it's going to be 1 free throw to Blasquez. He sinks one. 17 points for the Snipers. Bick with the reverse layup off the glass. Keeping it close once again. Gurugram Masters. 17-16 is the score in favor of Goa Snipers. 4:15 on the clock. Bick back out to Chief. Chief passes in to Bick. Bick makes it. Nice ball movement there. Blasquez challenged by Bick, but Bick concedes a foul. Marcus pulls down the rebound. Inderbir tries to take it all the way to the hoop, and Prithvi is the one that's conceding the foul there, because once he gets beaten with that quick first step, then it's going to be trouble with Indy going all the way to the hoop. The scores are level, 17 apiece, 3:56 on the clock. Goa Snipers have 5 fouls versus Gurugram Masters 4. Indy, but the Goa Snipers made sure that they had a piece of that ball and got it away. Jagdeep backs inside, challenged. Bick was there, and Marcus was also there to challenge that from Jagdeep. Blasquez for a long two, not able to make it. Indy is there to pick up the rebound, brings it out, drops it into Bick, but Jagdeep Benz was there. This time Prithvi concedes that foul when Indy was attempting to take that free throw. Now he'll go take that free throw. Indy was attempting to take that layup. not happy with the call. But Indy will take the free throw. Misses it. Bick has the ball, saves it, gives it to Indy. Indy finds a hoop this time and sinks one. 18 points to the Masters. Prithvi almost losing it. Tries to find the open man, but Bick and Indy were there to make sure that Blasquez didn't get it that easily. Marcus was also close in traffic, making it difficult. Ball went out of bounds. It's going to be Goa ball though. A long two. Gurugram Masters. It's their ball. Marcus missing that one. Jagdeep bends for a two. Indy chases it down and keeps it legit for Gurugram. Marcus Chief. The Chief from inside sinks one. The Masters have 19 now. Blasquez out to Benz. Jagdeep Benz missing it. Bikram is there to pick up the rebound, gives it to Gil Inderbir. Drops it out to Marcus Hammonds. Marcus missing that. Indy back again with an attempt for a two, and he sinks it this time. And that is the final score. Gurugram Masters 21-17. This was quite the game until the last 2 or 3 minutes, where Goa Snipers seem to have lost a little bit of control, and that is what was required for the Masters to take advantage of the situation and made sure they walked away with this victory. So they have topped this pool, Pool A, and Goa Snipers will play in the second semi-final, waiting to meet the winners between Bangalore Machas and Mumbai Heroes. But then again, Bangalore Machas suffered a first defeat, but Mumbai Heroes, on the contrary, had game one in their hands. So we'll have to wait and see the combined total of the points, just in case Bangalore Machas pulls off a victory here, would make sure which of these two teams will play in semi-final 2. You're now watching the highlights of the game. And the final score, Gurugram Masters have beaten Goa Snipers 21-17. Let's go over to Rishi. He has Vivek with him.
Gurugram Masters have definitely got a spot in the semi-finals of Men's Conference A Round 4. And with me, I have the young bull, VC. Vivek, congratulations on winning that game. The whole game, you guys go neck to neck, and towards the end, you just somewhere squeeze out those 4 points and go for the win. How's the team strategy going on?
It's amazing, man. I mean, we continue to play the same offense, stick to the offense, do the right things, and that's why you get the win. So yeah, the play went well, and the energy was good. Like on defense, energy was good, so we get the win.
You know, seems like your plans and your theories and your practice sessions are executing well. Since you're the defending champions from the last round, Vivek, do you, as a player, apart from your other team players, feel personal pressure while you're on the court?
the pressure is always there. I mean, when you're performing, the pressure is always there. And that too, when you're, like when you have the role to play, like I know that I cannot play offense all the time. So I have to bring on the little things every time, like bring the energy on, play good defense, always talking, cheer up. So I know my job, so I have to continue doing that. That's why that's why I get minutes on the court.
Well, you're doing a great job. Congratulations and good luck for the semis. That was Vivek Chauhan, VCAK, the young bull as the general calls him. Let's see, we've got one more game for the league stage and then it's the semis. Don't go anywhere.
And the next game will be played between Bangalore Machas and Mumbai Heroes. Both of these two teams will be looking to pull off their victories. Mumbai Heroes will be looking to come out on top of the pool so that they will not have to play against Gurugram Masters, and they will try to avoid Gurugram Masters at all costs at this point in time, because the idea would be to meet them probably in the final if Gurugram Masters are able to get there. Bangalore Machas will try to make sure that this is a must-win game for them, and they will try definitely to win this. Now let's go over to Rishi. He's ready to welcome both the teams.
It is now time to bring out the teams that are playing the last game in the men's league stage at men's conference in round 4. And ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be a tight one, because who wins this probably goes through and gets a spot in the semis. But let's see what happens. Bringing up, team out, Team Bangalore Machas, everybody. Put your hands and please welcome Team Bangalore Machas. Bangalore Machas couldn't finish the way wanted to in earlier the game that they played. But let's see what happens now, because right now they are playing against a team that has won their first game for today. Team Mumbai Heroes. Team Mumbai Heroes look pumped up. They won with 22-12 the first game. So they kind of are relaxed. They just need to cruise through in this one. And let's see what happens in the semis. It's toss time. Captain of Mumbai Heroes and the captain of Bangalore Machas. Arvind, Carlos, good luck to you. Mumbai Heroes has called for heads. Heads it is. Mumbai Heroes win the toss, will take the ball. After this is the semis. Aparna, let's go.
Thank you, Rishi. Bangalore Machas, having tasted a loss in in the first game, will definitely want to pull this off. Arvind Armugam wearing jersey number 15, Anil Kumar wearing jersey number 7, Himanshu Sharma with jersey number 8 and Shashank Rai wearing jersey number 15. They will be going up against Mumbai Heroes, being represented by Sejan Matthew wearing jersey number 9, Carlos Martinez wearing jersey number 8, Siddhant Shinde wearing jersey number 15 and Sunil Ratti wearing jersey number 14. Mumbai Heroes will try to pull off a second victory here, which means they will go into the second semi-final as toppers of their pool, which means they will avoid meeting Gurugram Masters in the semi-final phase and will try to put it off as far as possible to the final, because definitely the Gurugram Masters, with the kind of experience and the run that they've had so far in the league, are not an easy contender, and they will not want to meet them until and unless necessary. Goa Snipers await the winners of Pool B in the second semi-final. Chandigarh Beasts, of course, have dished out a defeat to Bangalore Machas, but it was a very, very closely fought game, and now it depends on Machas' performance here, and that will ensure whether it's going to be the Machas or the Beasts that are going to go into the semi-final. Dropping it inside to Sejan. Nice assist there by the super hombre Carlos Martinez. Himanshu Sharma early opening scores with the 2 for the Machas. Shashank Rai, off the glass, nifty footwork, tries to find the opening there. Carlos back to Sunil Ratti. Sunil to Sejan. Sejan for a 2 and he makes it. So that's 3 points for the Heroes as well. Himanshu Sharma tries to slip in through the cracks but couldn't. Himanshu spotting up for a 2. Ball with Anil. Anil with the mid-range jumper. He makes that one. One more point for the Bangalore Machas. So they have 4 and Heroes also have 4 now. That was Sunil Ratty who took it to the hoop and sank one in. Shashank Rai fumbles, but he ensures that he has the finish in the end. 8:54 on the clock. Machas have 5 and an opportunity to make it 6. Shashank Rai on the free throw line. Missing the rebound, the free throw, and Shashank Rai with another opportunity takes it inside, makes do for the miss and gets a point. This is Carlos Martinez with a 2 for the Heroes. Both teams have 6. Arvind back to Anil. Anil, nice finger roll there. Nice finish for Anil. That's one more point for the Machas. Arvind Armugam back to Anil. Anil for a 2 this time. And this one's good as well. The Machas have 9 points and all of a sudden the Mumbai Heroes are trailing by 3. And this time Carlos finds his way gently and slowly as though he was taking a stroll in the park all the way to the hoop and makes that one. And he misses the 2, so it's going out for the Machas, and Anil had an opportunity for a 2, missed that one. Shashank Rai with the rebound, drives inside, spins, pump fakes a couple of times and tries to put one up, but draws a foul in the process. Sinks one in, that's Shashank. Siddhant Shinde missing that. Arvind with the rebound, back to Anil. Anil drops it back inside to Arvind. Arvind from under the board. Yes, he does. He sinks one, although he was challenged by Sunil and Siddhant. Shashank Rai would come out and checks. In comes Himanshu. Carlos off the glass, 1 point for the Heroes. Trailing by 3. Carlos with the steal, drops it inside to Siddhant Shinde. And Siddhant makes that one a layup. But now he concedes a foul. 7 minutes 13 on the clock. A 2-point deficit is what the Heroes are looking at right now. Arvind, back to Anil. Anil tries to make his way to the hoop and he's fouled by Carlos, who's pretty upset with that. Anil missing that one, but the rebound has been pulled down by the Heroes. Tries to take it on the baseline. Himanshu with the rebound. Finds Shashank. Shashank to the hoop and makes one, a difficult shot with Carlos Martinez in his face, but he did manage to drop it in. Out to Carlos. Spots up for a 2. Siddhant Shinde finding the open man and Carlos, and he sinks it in. An alley-oop of sorts minus the slam. Anil finds open man in Shashank Rai. A light touch off the glass ensures they get 1 point more. They have 13. Mumbai Heroes have 10. Siddhant Shinde. Back to Martinez. Martinez attempting a 2. Rebounded by Himanshu. Saved. And this time Shashank has the ball. tries to drive past Siddhant. Siddhant is there matching him step for step this time. Anil takes it to the hoop and spin moves, drops it in. And that is Sunil Ratty, almost unchallenged after he's beaten his defense, takes it all the way to the hoop. Anil, unable to make it. Sunil Ratty tips it out to Siddhant. Siddhant to Carlos Martinez. Carlos for a 2. Sunil to Carlos once again. And Carlos sinks this one. So it's going to be the Heroes trailing by just 1 point because they have picked up their 13th point now. 5 minutes 24 on the clock. They trail by just 1. Could be anyone's game. The Machas are a determined lot. They know what they must do to pull this victory and see if they can go into the semi-final. That is the first thing on their agenda right now. Make it to the semi-final and do whatever it takes to get them there. The Heroes have conceded 4 fouls already. The Bangalore Machas are yet to concede any fouls. So putting the Heroes in foul trouble might just prove very profitable for the Bangalore Machas. Himanshu dishes it out to Shashank. Shashank in traffic. Ball almost lost, but Himanshu was there to pick it up. And a 2, he sinks it. Himanshu for Bangalore Machas. Drops it inside to Sejin. That was Siddhant. Sejin, nifty footwork, finds him the other way and off the glass he goes. But Shashank this time tries to come in and has the ball stripped from his hands. 4:54 on the clock. Machas lead by 2. Siddhant drops it inside to Carlos. Carlos puts it in, lays it up easily. Himanshu finds himself unchallenged, but he couldn't make that one. Carlos with the rebound. Siddhant Shinde for a 2, and he sinks it, giving Mumbai Heroes their lead in quite a while. That's 17 to Machas with 16. Spinning around, Arvind tries to put it in. Second opportunity, kicks it out to Himanshu. Himanshu not able to make it. Siddhant Shinde with the rebound. The Machas now find themselves trailing by 1, and the Heroes have conceded 5 fouls already. Anil splitting the defense, takes it all the way in, lays it in. Leveling scores once more. Sunil Ratty has a ball strip. Arvind Armugam was the one that took care of that, making sure that Sunil couldn't find his way in easily and sink one off the glass. Scores are level. Dropping it inside to Arvind deep. Arvind finds a glass and sinks it in. That's 1 point extra now for the Machas. Sunil Ratty scores a difficult one and scores a level again. This is going to be quite the ball game. Himanshu with nifty footwork and the tip in by Arvind makes sure that Bangalore Machas put their 19th point up on the scoreboard. Carlos is there this time, answering with another one there. Once again, 19 all. Anil finds Arvind, but a 3-second violation has been called on the Bangalore Machas. 3 minutes 33 on the clock. Both teams have 19 each. This is pretty much a deja vu event for the Bangalore Machas because they were in a position where they could have iced game 1 against Chandigarh Bees, but a couple of errors is what made sure that the Chandigarh Bees got the better of them in game 1. This time they would be looking at somehow getting better off the Mumbai Heroes here. Right now, right in this game. And the Mumbai Heroes, of course, will try to go as pool toppers into semi-final 2. Carlos makes sure that they get one off the board and puts them up by one. All they need is one more point to close this. But can Shashank Rai go ahead? And yes, he does. 20 all. Sunil Ratti with the jumper. Rebounded. Ball lost. Frustrating moment for Mumbai Heroes. It's going to be Macha's ball. The timeout being called. 3 minutes 11. This is going to the wire. Maybe not to the end of the clock, but so close. Trading point for point. Both teams very determined to pull off a victory. Shashank backing up, and he has been fouled. So Shashank is going to go to the free throw line, an opportunity to win it all. One more point is all Shashank needs right now to pull off a victory for the Machas. Can he hold his nerve? And he does. 21-20. The Bangalore Machas have gotten the best of Mumbai Heroes. What a game it has been. So close. Great finish by Bangalore Machas. Three minutes and 4 remain on the clock. And the final score is Bangalore Machas have beaten Mumbai Heroes in the final league game 21-20. Let's go over to Rishi. He has Shashank Rai with him.
What a game that was. Just went to the end of the time for the finish. And ultimately, Bangalore Machas won the game. And I have Shashank Rai standing next to me. Shashank, first of all, congratulations and welcome back to the 3BL court. You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good and confident. The team's performing well. So I think we'll be a good competition for all the teams out here.
You know, playing against a team like Mumbai, never easy to win it. It went down the wire. What is your summary of the game?
So we usually have a bad game, which is in the beginning of the rounds. So we always try to come back from it, and that's what we spoke after the games, that we have to qualify. And it comes to three-way tie and the point tallies. So we had to make sure we score a lot. And I think we managed to get 21. That was a good one.
Yeah, it kind of might just help you. Let's wait and watch what the tallies are if you made it to the semis or not. But just in case, if you made it to the semis, what's the plan like?
So according to my calculation, I think we'll be playing Gurugram. So it's a rival game again.
Everybody. You know what? It's a good matchup. It's always a healthy competition is good. One last question before we let you go. What is your feeling when you went back, came back to the court after a long break because of COVID, you couldn't play? What was that feeling like when you touched the Wilson ball?
So I've played the first season and I've come back for the third. I had to deal with a few injuries and stuff, but I've come back strong and I've been working out during my lockdown. I put a lot of hours and Indian camp and stuff. So I'm feeling very confident, and I think I'll perform really well after this. Yeah.
Well, I hope so too, man. Congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season. That was Shashank Rai from Bangalore Machas. Let's see who makes it to the semis. It's just other side after the break.
It was really hard. 2 years of COVID really made a lot of things difficult. But at the same time, it gave us a lot of time to plan. So we planned, we found what we shouldn't do, and then all the mistakes that we have made. So we took our time, we planned it really well. And now we are here in Chandigarh with our perfect setup. We started Women's League in 2019, and the purpose of starting was again take India to Olympic. Men's have a different ranking system, women's have a different ranking system, and to take India on Olympic, women's, because there is no such a league in basketball, even the 3x3 for women, I realized back in 2018 that there is a lot of opportunity for women. So that's why we have a league and grow the number of teams. So in next season, we will have 12 women's team. The difference between 3x3 and 5-on-5 is there are a lot of differences, such as, let me start with the timing. So in 3x3, we only have 10 minutes. In 5-on-5 is a 40 minutes game. In 5-on-5, they use 7-size ball, whereas in 3x3, we use 6-size ball with a 7-size weight. This actually makes a player to dribble better because of the grip, shoot better, pass better. Because of that, game is more engaging, there's a more score happening, so it becomes more entertaining. And 3x3 has a knockout. So the rule is either 10 minutes or 21 points, whichever comes first. And by the end of 10 minutes, whoever has the highest score wins, or 21 points under 10 minutes. And 3x3 does not have a personal foul compared to 5-on-5, but it has a team fouls. So in reality, in 3x3, you could foul as much as you want, but obviously that becomes a team's problem, not an individual problem. So you won't get eliminated by fouling too much. And as a player who has played both formats, I realize everything that you do in 3x3 is a lot faster than 5-on-5. Starting with the playing, even with a refereeship, and also the camera work. So the structure is, in the men's team, we have 12 teams in men's. We have divided into two groups of Conference A and Conference B. Now, day 1 is a Conference A, day 2 is a Conference B. Each conference is divided in 6 teams, and the 6 teams are divided into 2 groups of 3. They have a league matches. They play within their group, and the top 2 teams goes to semi-final and the final. Each round and each conference has a champion. Those are counted as a FIBA points, and as well as we give them a team 3BL points. At the end of round 5, whoever has the highest point and highest ranking will be allocated to round 6, which is our final. The final round is going to be combined of all 12 teams. This would be divided 3 teams divided into 4 groups, and they will play with each other. Top 2 teams will go to the day 2. Top 8 teams, starting from a quarterfinal, they will play as a knockout. So it will be a league round robin on the day 1 on the final, and the knockout on the day 2. And we'll decide a league champion and a league MVP.
It all started with a group of boys playing basketball. It all started with the passion they had for basketball. It all started with Mr. Rohit Bakshi wanted to do something for the country, wanted to do something for the kids who love sports, but they don't have a platform to perform it for a longer run. So the vision started of making children play such a game which could make you a better human being, and it does, physically and mentally. Seeing the talent in all parts of India, like be it south, be it north, when we saw that there is a talent, but we are not aware of it, and there is much more than we think of, much more than we know of. I think bringing a sport like basketball is anyways a tough job, and bringing up a league and getting everybody together makes it much more difficult. Basketball is played more by boys, so it started with boys league. It didn't start with women's. Women's was introduced last season, and this is the second season for women's league. Initially, we didn't have that much support we thought we would have, introducing something, telling what it is, and then convincing them to help our country, help our generation, help our kids. Joining hands with a private organization, doing anything like that, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of convincing. So that is a second milestone we achieved, getting that government bodies along with us. So first thing was that it was a new sport. Nobody was aware of it. That was a big challenge. And today, when we talk to people about game, they only know like 5-on-5. There are so many of them. We had to start with what is 3x3 and how it's played. So that's the first challenge we had to overcome, that create awareness about 3x3. 3 words that come to my mind would be quick, entertaining, and fast.
The basketball rules very clearly state that if a player is having the ball in their hands, and if a defensive player strikes the hand of the player who is holding the ball, this is not a foul. So players in their anxiety try to claim for a foul so that they don't want to lose a very crucial possession. I'll repeat this once again. If a player is holding a ball and a defensive player strikes the hand of the player, the palm which is holding the ball, this is not a foul. But players tend to claim a foul because if they have lost position, they would like to get the ball in their favor. The hand checking was definitely there, but then at that time the ball was not in the hands of the player. So this is what a player should be able to judge, at what time the contact occurred, and by that contact whether any advantage situation has been got by their opponents. Players have to play their game naturally. They should try to avoid trying to claim a foul, because like I said, that there are contacts, but every contact cannot be called a foul. So if a player is definitely moving towards the basket, the progression is towards the basket, and there is an obstruction, there is an advantage which is got by the player who is not permitting an offensive player with the ball going towards the basket, this will definitely be called a foul. So this is where a player has to be able to identify whether they are right in claiming a foul. I do agree, because every player in their anxiety would like that the decision comes in their favor. But then we as referees, we play a neutral role. We identify those situations which need to be compulsory called as a foul, so that the flow of the game is not interrupted. No team gets an advantage. No player is at a disadvantage. So this is what is the focus on which we will be doing our officiating in the remaining part of the event also.
And that is the chief for Bangalore. Gurugram Masters sinking that one 4-all. Shashank turns around, lays one off the glass. Vivek was not able to stop him. The chief missing it. Ball is out of bounds. Shashank Rai. Arvind. Himanshu gets it inside, takes it all the way to the hoop. Inderbir spotting up for a 2. Rebounded by Arvind. Arvind out to Himanshu. Himanshu drops it back to Arvind. Arvind tries to back up into Bik and kicks it out again. Vivek Chauhan on Himanshu for defense. Lost the ball. Vivek with the ball. The general spots up for a 2. Sinks it. Nothing but net. Scores are level. Finding Arvind, who gets fouled by Vivek. Bik checks out and Hammonds comes in. Indy kicks it out to Vivek Chauhan. Vivek for a 2 and he makes it. 8 points to the Masters. Shashank Rai finds his way to the hoop. Even though he was challenged by Indy, he made that shot, giving them 1 point. This time Indy has the ball stripped by Arvind. Trailing by 1. The Machas will look to step it up. They need a few 2s to ease things up a bit and shake things up a bit. The Marcus, the chief, is yet to have the 2 that he likes to have early on in the game. Inderbir spins inside, spots up, pulls up for a jumper, not able to make it. Bik is there to pull down the rebound and he is fouled in the process. So that's 2 fouls to Machas. Pulls down the rebound, Bik. Arvind not happy with the call. He sinks that one. Friendly ring indeed. Arvind brings it out. Finds Shashank open. Shashank for a 2. Indy is there to pick the rebound, takes it out. And into the chief. Spills out. That's Himanshu for a 2. It's front rim and out. Masters have a 2-point lead. Machas trail having 7 points. They picked up 3 fouls already. Anil checks in. Bikram spins around and puts one up for the Gurugram Masters. They have 10 points, trailing by 3 right now. Bik had a piece of that ball, so it's going to be Bangalore ball. And that's a timeout. Gurugram Masters have 10 and Bangalore Machas have 7. 3 fouls conceded by them, while Masters have conceded just 1. 6 seconds on the shot clock. They have to launch one up real quick or it's going to be a shot clock violation. Inderbir spotting up for a 2. Picks up the rebound, takes it all the way to the hoop and sinks one in. That's 11 points for Gurugram Masters. The Bangalore Machas really have to try to find their way back into this game or it is going to slip out of their hands. Finding the open man, that's Anil with 1. It's 8 points for the Machas. And Bik replies with a 2. That's 13 to them. Anil out to Arvind. The ball goes out. It's going to be Gurugram ball. Indy takes it to the hoop off the glass. Himanshu didn't do much to stop him there. Didn't want to concede a foul. And this is Shashank Rai attempting a 2. Once again, Indy has the ball in the perimeter. He will take it inside and kick it out to Marcus. Marcus unchallenged. Attempts a 2, but he couldn't make it. Marcus back with the rebound again to the general. Chases down the rebound and off the glass again. If he doesn't score outside, he finds a way to take it from inside, pick up the rebound and put it back. That's Indy attempting a foul. And Indy is indicating that, hey, look, I'm hitting. Where is the foul call? Five minutes 23 on the clock. Shashank tries to split the defense, take it inside, loses the ball, but just gives it back to his teammate. That's Anil. Anil with a nice floater there, sinks it. Marcus takes it all the way to the hoop, challenged by Shashank. Anil for a 2 and sinks it. So they have 11 points, trailing by just 4. Marcus spotting up for a 2. And a jumper, not able to make that one as well. Another opportunity. Off the glass, he sinks 1. That's 16 points for the Masters. Himanshu, a wayward shot there. Vivek back to Bik. Bik turns, spins. Anil has the rebound out to Himanshu. Himanshu for a 2 and he sinks it. Machas have 2 more to their credit and they trail by just 3 points. All they need are a few more 2s to get them back into the game solid, and this time finding the open man. That's Himanshu to Shashank Rai. 1 off the glass. That's 14 points to them. A quick flurry of points by Bangalore Machas. If they can keep this momentum, they could just make sure that this goes neck and neck and maybe even pull a victory away from the Masters. Trailing by just 2, Bangalore Machas. Anil with the ball this time. Shashank. Shashank tries to take it inside. Rushing. And off the glass, well done by Shashank. Gets one in. Trailing by just 1. Inderbir spotting up for a 2. And he sinks one when it matters the most. Indy is there to deliver. That's what he does. He lost the ball. That was quick hands from the Chief. Bik was there to kick it out. And the Chief this time gets his 2. All of a sudden, they again trail by 5 points. The Chief tries to pass inside. They're just 1 point away from icing this. Indy to Bik. Bik back to Indy. Indy all the way to the hoop. And that is the score. 21-15. Bangalore almost had them when they had that run. But eventually, they could not sustain that momentum. And the Gurugram Masters did what was necessary to take this game away from Bangalore Machas. Great effort by Bangalore Machas. 3 minutes 25 remaining on the clock, and none of the games in this conference has ever gone up to the 10-minute mark today. It's been a flurry of twos and quick single pointers, making sure that the game has been done and dusted well before the stipulated time. Well done, boys. And the final score is that the Gurugram Masters have beaten Bangalore Machas 21-15 and advance into the final as was expected of them. Now let's go over to Rishi. He's ready to welcome the other teams.
Semi-final number 1 is now over, and it did seem like Bangalore Machas would take it down the wire with the last minute, but post the 15 points, I think Gurugram Masters just did it. So, Gurugram Masters once again made their spot in the finals of Men's Conference A, round number 4, here at 3BL Season 3. It's time for semi-final number 2. And to bring out those teams, I would request everybody to clap your hands and please welcome Team Mumbai Heroes. Team Mumbai Heroes, experienced, skillful and talented, and know how the semis are because they've been there and done that, and playing against Mumbai Heroes in this fight for a spot in the final against Gurugram Masters. Please welcome Team Goa Snipers. It's going to be a hell of a match. Trust me on that. This is not easy and you don't want to miss this one because this is semi-final number 2 and it is toss time. Mumbai Heroes versus Goa Snipers. Two of the teammates who know each other very well playing against each other. This is what you get in 3BL. You know the ritual, what is it? Who's calling? All right, Goa Snipers. Heads is the call. Tails it is. Mumbai Heroes win the toss in the semi-final number 2. Will take the ball. Don't miss this clash.
Thank you, Rishi. Mumbai Heroes, champions of round 2, will now face Goa Snipers, who yet to taste success in the final. So Mumbai Heroes being represented by super hombre Carlos Martinez wearing jersey number 8, Siddhant Sanjay Shinde wearing jersey number 15, Sejan Matthew with jersey number 1, and Sunil Ratty with jersey number 14. Goa Snipers represented by number 19, Manuel Jose Blasquez Lopez, Ambati Prudvishwar Reddy wearing jersey number 6, Jaipal Singh Man wearing jersey number 5, and the juggernaut Jagdeep Bains wearing jersey number 15. Both of these teams are very evenly matched and could go all the way down to the wire and provide us with some amazing entertainment because that's what they're capable of doing. Mumbai Heroes has known to step it up and really turn on the heat, while the Goa Snipers have been known to provide some exciting basketball on the floor, and besides, with Jose Blasquez's positive energy and radiance and ebullience on the floor, it's too exciting not to say anything about it, and they will also be trying to match it up, mix it up and bring on their best. Hoping to make their first final here, Goa Snipers will definitely go all out. This is a great opportunity they wouldn't want to miss. Mumbai Heroes will want to replicate their round 2 success. Let's see what happens now. Shinde for the Heroes out to Sejin. Sejin for a long two and he sinks it. What a start to Mumbai Heroes. Well within 5 seconds of the game they have posted a 2. Prithvi kicks it out to Jaipal. Jaipal spin moves off the glass. Misses that, but Sejin is there to pick up the rebound and gives it to Shinde. Siddhant Shinde tries to sink a 2 of his own. Sejin has the rebound, brings it out, passes it out back to Shinde. Shinde for another 2. Misses it. Sejin once again with the rebound and back to him. This time Carlos Martinez will attempt a 2. Chases down the rebound and pushes it out to Sejin to save the ball. Sejin for another 2. That's a second 2 that Sejin has. 4 points for the Heroes. Yet to open scores are the Snipers. Jay Palman looks to do that and he does. Shinde tries to split the defense, kicks it out to Sejin. Sejin takes it all the way to the hoop, drops it out to Shinde. Shinde, an opportunity for another 2, not able to make it. Jay Palman pulls down the rebound. Carlos is guarding Blasquez there. Blasquez this time challenged inside by Siddhant Shinde. It's interesting to see the Spaniards Carlos Martinez and Jose Blasquez go against each other. Both of them know their games very well, how each one will play. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up. Prithvi, Baines has checked in for them. Rushing inside, a wayward attempt there, but Martinez was there to pull down the rebound. Now he tries to take it in, mix up the speeds, brings it out, but missing that jumper, takes it all the way in, and a light floater there by Carlos Martinez fetches him 1 point, adding to the 4 points they have on the board. This time Blasquez finds his way inside and drops one off the board so that Goa Snipers have their 3rd point. Sunil Ratti out to Sejin. Sejin picks up the rebound, goes back inside, and another floater for Sejin. That's 6 points to the Heroes. Prithvi drops it inside to Blasquez. Although he's challenged, he puts one up on the board, but Baines is there to pick it up and tries to put it back, but Martinez has the ball for the Heroes. That's a foul on Jagdeep Baines. Both teams have picked up 1 foul each. Sniper ball, Blasquez spins, takes it to the hoop, unchallenged, makes it, kicking it out to Sunil Ratti. Sunil Ratti for a 2. Blasquez pulls down the rebound. Out to Prithvi again. He's going to spin, tries to go inside. No, it's going to go out to Baines. Baines for a 2. In and out it came. Siddhant Shinde back to Martinez. Martinez tries to go up against Blasquez, draws a foul. So he's going to go to the free throw line. It's interesting to see how Blasquez communicates with the referee. He says, see, he's pulling my jersey and stuff like that. But it was very animated conversation. Nothing new, but animated, though that makes for some entertainment here. very passionate about playing the sport, and it is Blasquez for a 2 this time. Ball is out of bounds, but Prithvi manages to save it. Spins inside, takes it in and kicks it out to Jagdeep Bains, who rushes his way inside and off the glass, but second attempt there, no good. This is the third attempt by Bains. That's no good either. Hard ball here. Shinde and Prithvi. Jaipal Mans checks in for Bains. A timeout now, 6:52 on the clock, and the Heroes lead by 3 points. They have 7 to Snipers 4. The Snipers are yet to find their groove and mojo right now. Martinez tries to go off the screen, forces a shot there, pulls down the rebound, and a light touch there for Martinez ensures they get their 8th point. Prithvi out to Jaipal Man. Jaipal unable to finish. Prithvi Shinde spotting up for a 2, challenged by Jaipal. Jaipal dropping it to Jagdeep. Shinde there to challenge that as well. Good defensive efforts by the Heroes. Missing that one. Bains chases that for his team, saves it. A ball is out of bounds now. A missed pass, a turnover by Jaipal Man. Sejin with the ball. Drops it to Carlos. Carlos unchallenged, makes one off the glass. 9 points to the Heroes. This time Blasquez for a 2. For the Snipers, they have 7. Siddhant Shinde tries to reply with 2 of his own. Finds the open man in Sejin. 1 in traffic. He passes Sejin, makes 1. That's 10 points for them, trailing by 3. This time this is Jagdeep Bains off the glass. So they still trail by 2 points though. But they add that 1 on the scoreboard with 5:13 remaining. Sejin drops one in for the Mumbai Heroes. They have 11. Goa Snipers have 8. Blasquez off mark and saved by Shinde. Shinde finds Martinez once again, adding another point, taking it up 1 at a time. That's what the Mumbai Heroes are doing. The Snipers will need to make a couple of 2s and make sure that they bring it up as close as possible and probably even take it away. Prithvi being defended by Shinde finds Blasquez. Blasquez drops it in. Prithvi does a good one of feeding the big man there. And this time, Siddhant was the one who took it to the hoop and dropped one in. This time, Jagdeep Bains now, he adds 1. Shinde for a 2. Off the glass, couldn't make it. Prithvi with the rebound, brings it out to Blasquez, who attempts a 2, hits the front ring. Sejin with the rebound. Sejin out to Carlos Martinez. He will play one-on-one, find his way to the hoop and almost unchallenged once he's beaten. Prithvi sinks that one in. Prithvi drops it out to Jagdeep Benz. Carlos again, this time they pick up their 15th point. Snipers trail by 5. Prithvi drops it to Blasquez. Blasquez off the glass. Shinde didn't try to do anything about it. Just let him have that and hope that he'd miss it. Blasquez with the rebound. Spots up for a 2. Sinks it. Goa Snipers have 13 right now. Sejan finds the open man in Shinde. Shinde for a 2. Bounces off. Once again, Shinde for another 2. Bounces off again. Blasquez for a 2 this time for the Snipers. And he sinks it. The scores are level. This is going to be quite the game. Absolutely pumped is Jose Blasquez. Siddhant Shinde now, this time he adds 2 to his team and takes it up by 2. The Heroes lead by 2. Prithvi being hustled by Shinde. Blasquez for another attempt. Prithvi is there to pick it up and put it in, but he misses it. Carlos Martinez with the rebound, and once again he gets it back from the perimeter. Is he going to attempt? Yes, he attempts, and no, it's in and out. Blasquez with the rebound. He will take it out, and Martinez on his tail. This time Prithvi is the one who attempts it too, and he sinks it. 17 all. Sejan Matthews spots up for a 2 and he sinks it for the Mumbai Heroes from the corner. That's 19-17 in favor of the Heroes. And that's a foul. And it's also a timeout, 2 minutes 32 on the clock, and these two teams are going at each other. Mumbai Heroes have a very slender lead of just 2 points. All they need is either 2 or 1 possession. That's exactly what they have to do right now to take this game away. But the Goa Snipers are not too far behind. They trail by 4 points. It could also be a 2-possession game for them. This is exactly how we expected that these two teams will go at each other and how they would compete and they'd stand out against each other. Great entertainment, 2 minutes 32 on the clock. Even this game doesn't seem like it is going to go to the final buzzer. There's a sense of urgency, yet there is a certain calm on the floor. Jagdeep Benz, challenged by Sejan, and Jagdeep will go to the free throw line. An opportunity for Jagdeep to close it by 1. They only have a 2-point deficit, and Jagdeep can get them that much closer by sinking this one. The Juggernaut does it by getting them closer by 1 point. Sunil Ratti tries to beat him and take him inside. Yes, he does. He puts one more on the board for the Heroes. They have 1 point. But Blasquez tried to make it 2. Couldn't. Carlos Martinez. Now Sunil Ratti. Martinez with the ball. Benz has the rebound. Out to Prithvi. Prithvi back to Jagdeep. Jagdeep will find himself to the hoop off the glass and he sinks it. 19 points. Jagdeep has had the last 2 points for the Snipers. Now Sejan, an early foul, which is a great decision there because they could have iced it, and Jagdeep, the Juggernaut, decided that conceding a foul that early on was good. Minute and 26 on the clock. While it is going to be Mumbai ball, at least Sejan will not have the pleasure of standing on the free throw line and trying to ice the game. So that's where it stands. Ball possession with the Heroes. And the Snipers will have to do whatever it takes to stop them right now and sink a 2 of their own. Sunil Ratti for the Heroes. Out to Martinez. Martinez drops it to Sejin, and that is the finish, guys. 21-19. What a beautiful dish to Sejin. Carlos Martinez, super hombre, finds Sejin with a beautiful assist. Goa Snipers would be so disappointed with that loss because they almost had them, and it was beautiful basketball on display. Kudos to both teams for providing us, the fans, with such great entertainment. This is going to be a repeat of round 2 finals, Gurugram Masters versus Mumbai Heroes. But can Mumbai Heroes bring the same mojo that they had in round 2 to derail the Gurugram Masters remains to be seen. And the final score for the second semi-final is Mumbai Heroes have beaten Goa Snipers 21-19 and find themselves in the final to be played against Gurugram Masters shortly. And we'll be back after a short break.
It was really hard. 2 years of COVID really made a lot of things difficult. But at the same time, it gave us a lot of time to plan. So we planned, we found what we shouldn't do, and then all the mistakes that we have made. So we took our time, we planned it really well. And now we are here in Chandigarh with our perfect setup. We started Women's League in 2019, and the purpose of starting was again take India to Olympic. Men's have a different ranking system, women's have a different ranking system, and to take India on Olympic, women's, because there is no such a league in basketball, even the 3x3 for women, I realized back in 2018 that there is a lot of opportunity for women. So that's why we have a league and grow the number of teams. So in next season, we will have 12 women's team. The difference between 3x3 and 5-on-5 is there are a lot of differences, such as, let me start with the timing. So in 3x3, we only have 10 minutes. In 5-on-5 is a 40 minutes game. In 5-on-5, they use 7-size ball, whereas in 3x3, we use 6-size ball with a 7-size weight. This actually makes a player to dribble better because of the grip, shoot better, pass better. Because of that, game is more engaging, because there's a more score happening, so it becomes more entertaining. And 3x3 has a knockout. So the rule is either 10 minutes or 21 points, whichever comes first. And by the end of 10 minutes, whoever has the highest score wins, or 21 points under 10 minutes. And 3x3 does not have a personal foul compared to 5-on-5, but it has a team fouls. So in reality, in 3x3, you could foul as much as you want, but obviously that becomes a team's problem, not an individual problem. So you won't get eliminated by fouling too much. And as a player who has played both formats, I realize everything that you do in 3x3 is a lot faster than 5-on-5. Starting with the playing, even with a refereeship, and also the camera work. So the structure is, in the men's team, we have 12 teams in men's. We have divided into two groups of Conference A and Conference B. Now, day 1 is a Conference A, day 2 is a Conference B. Each conference is divided in 6 teams, and the 6 teams are divided into 2 groups of 3. They have a league matches, they play within their group, and the top 2 teams goes to semi-final and the final. Each round and each conference has a champion. Those are counted as a FIBA points, and as well as we give them a team 3BL points. At the end of round 5, whoever has the highest point and highest ranking will be allocated to round 6, which is our final. The final round is going to be combined of all 12 teams. This would be divided 3 teams divided into 4 groups, and they will play with each other. Top 2 teams will go to the day 2. Top 8 teams, starting from a quarterfinal, they will play as a knockout. So it will be a league round robin on the day 1 on the final, and the knockout on the day 2. And we'll decide a league champion and a league MVP.
It all started with a group of boys playing basketball. It all started with the passion they had for basketball. It all started with Mr. Rohit Bakshi wanted to do something for the country, wanted to do something for the kids who love sports, but they don't have a platform to perform it for a longer run. So the vision started of making children play such a game which could make you a better human being, and it does, physically and mentally. Seeing the talent in all parts of India, like be it south, be it north, when we saw that there is a talent, but we are not aware of it, and there is much more than we think of, much more than we know of. I think bringing a sport like basketball is anyways a tough job, and bringing up a league and getting everybody together makes it much more difficult. Basketball is played more by boys, so it started with boys league. It didn't start with women's. Women's was introduced last season, and this is the second season for women's league. Initially, we didn't have that much support we thought we would have, introducing something, telling what it is, and then convincing them to help our country, help our generation, help our kids. Joining hands with a private organization, doing anything like that, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of convincing. So that is a second milestone we achieved, getting that government bodies along with us. So first thing was that it was a new sport. Nobody was aware of it. That was a big challenge. And today, when we talk to people about game, they only know like 5-on-5. There are so many of them. We had to start with what is 3x3 and how it's played. So that's the first challenge we had to overcome, that create awareness about 3x3. 3 words that come to my mind, it would be quick, entertaining, and fast.
The basketball rules very clearly state that if a player is having the ball in their hands, and if a defensive player strikes the hand of the player who is holding the ball, this is not a foul. So players in their anxiety try to claim for a foul so that they don't want to lose a very crucial possession. I'll repeat this once again. If a player is holding a ball and a defensive player strikes the hand of the player, the palm which is holding the ball, this is not a foul. But players tend to claim a foul because if they have lost possession, they would like to get the ball in their for them, in their favor. The hand checking was definitely there, but then at that time the ball was not in the hands of the player. So this is what a player should be able to judge, at what time the contact occurred, and by that contact whether any advantage situation has been got by their opponents. Players have to play their game naturally. they should try to avoid trying to claim a foul, because like I said, that there are contacts, but every contact cannot be called a foul. So if a player is definitely moving towards the basket, the progression is towards the basket, and there is an obstruction, there is an advantage which is got by the player who is not permitting an opponent, an offensive player with the ball going towards the basket, this will definitely be called a foul. So this is where a player has to be able to identify whether they are right in claiming a foul. I do agree, because every player in their anxiety would like that the decision comes in their favor. But then we as referees, we play a neutral role. We identify those situations which need to be compulsory called as a foul, so that the flow of the game is not interrupted. No team gets an advantage. No player is at a disadvantage. So this is what is the focus on which we will be doing our officiating in the remaining part of the event also.
Welcome back, viewers. This is live from 3BL Season 3, all the way from Chandigarh, Mohali. For all those who've been with us throughout the evening on Sony Live and YouTube, thank you so much for watching. And this is the moment which you all have been waiting for. It is the finals of Men's Conference A, and round 4 it is. We have our two best teams from Conference A, and they're going to clash it out here to clinch the title for round number 4 as champions. Let's see who it is bringing out the teams for the finals of round number 4. Put your hands together and please welcome Team Mumbai Heroes. Team Mumbai Heroes have faced this situation before, and they have actually also won it. So let's see what happens in this final at round number 4, because playing against Mumbai Heroes in this final are the champs from the last round, trying to defend the title and not letting it slip away. Please welcome Team Gurugram Masters. The General, the Young Bull, the real Chief Hoops, and the Bearded King. That's how they are. This is the defending champion team, and let's see if they can defend their title here too. It's toss time for the final at round number 4, Men's Conference A. Captains of both the teams, good luck. It is the final. Play fair, play well. Who's calling? All right, we see from Gurugram Masters. Tails is the call. Tails it is. Gurugram Masters win the toss of the final. Will take the ball. Aparna, let's see how this goes.
Thank you very much, Rishi. Definitely a game that all of us have been looking forward to, considering the fact they gave us an electrifying one in round 2. Mumbai Heroes being represented by number 8, Carlos Super Hombre Martinez, number 15, Siddhant Shinde, and Sunil Ratti wearing 14, and Sejan Matthew with 9. Gurugram Masters being represented by the Chief Marcus Hammonds II, wearing 7. The Bearded King, Bikramjit Gill, wearing jersey number 6. The General, Inderbir Singh, wearing jersey number 12, and Vivek Chauhan wearing jersey number 3. It was an excellent outing in round 2, especially between these two teams, and I'm hoping they can recreate some of that magic once again for all of us who are watching this game. If they are able to do so, nothing like it. It would be the icing. The cherry on top of the icing is what I'd say, because that was a kind of quality of basketball that they brought onto the floor. And the intensity was so high. Both teams had a combined total of only 3 fouls. So the game was so smooth and it was beautiful to watch. And we're hoping they can do the same today. Sunil Ratti attempting a 2. Carlos with the rebound and out to Shinde. Shinde spots up for a jumper. And he sinks the first one in for the Heroes. Inderbir dropping it to Bikram. Bikram off the glass answers with one of his own, and opening scores for the Masters. Carlos. This time Sunil Ratti. And Inderbir replies in return with another one. Sunil Ratti spots up for a 2 from outside. Ball in Indy's hands this time. The Chief for a 2. He sinks it. He always likes it when the first attempt of his 2 goes in. Carlos spins around, challenged by Bick, but he sinks one. Inderbir unable to convert. That's this time Siddhant Shinde for a 2. He sinks it. The Heroes have a 1-point lead. Indy tries to take it inside, but Carlos reaches in. And a foul has been called. And that foul has given Indy and 1. Is he going to convert it? Let's wait and watch. He's someone who normally does convert it. With 8:50 on the clock, both teams 5 apiece. Misses that. Carlos is there to pick up the rebound. He will take it out. He's challenged by the Chief. Nice move there, finding the hoop. Sinks it. 1 point more for the Heroes. They lead by 1. Inderbir finds the Chief. The Chief sinks it, and the foul on Carlos would mean the Chief is going to go to the free throw line with an opportunity to add 1 more and make it a 2-point play. And the chief makes sure he makes it a 2-point play, sinking that one. Sunil Ratti. This is Siddhant Shinde actually who sank 2 for the Heroes, still up by 1. And the chief with the jumper. Bick is there to pick it up and put it inside. So the scores are level once again. Sejin outside with the ball. Tries to drop it inside, but the ball is in Bick's hands. Bick being challenged there by Siddhant Shinde. Completely mismatched, but that's what has to be done because this time Carlos with the ball and he was fouled by Marcus the Chief Hammonds, and Marcus not happy with the call at all. So Carlos is going to go through the free throw line. He has 1 attempt now and a chance to equalize his scores. Yes, he does. Scores are level once again. The Chief now. Marcus tries to go inside. Misses that. Indy is there to pick it up. Misses that. Once again, ball out of bounds now. Carlos is absolutely pumped. Heroes ball. They are surprised that it's not the Heroes ball, it's the Masters ball. Oh, finding the open man. That was Indy with a beautiful assist to Vivek Chauhan, who was cutting in and converted that. Carlos Martinez takes it to the hoop over Bick. He converts. Great effort there. Inderby dropping it to Bick. What a beautiful dish there. He wasn't expecting to pass. The scores are now 11 and the Heroes have 10. That is a bit of magic that you saw because Indy and Bick share that kind of chemistry and they are able to find each other through thick and thin and make sure that Bick gets those assists. Sunil Ratti out to Siddhant Shinde. Siddhant spotting up for a 2, unchallenged, but this time he couldn't make it. Vivek had the ball and Sunil Ratti had something to do with it as well. So the ball goes out of bounds and Sunil not happy with the call, so it's going to be Masters ball. Heroes trailing by 1, 7 minutes 5 on the clock. Both teams with 2 fouls apiece this time. The Chief will take the inbounds. Bick drops it to Indy, who is cutting in, and off the glass, Indy makes 1, making that a 2-point difference in favor of them. Martinez spots up for a 2. Off target, Chief was there to pull down the rebound for the Gurugram Masters, and this time Bick was not able to hold it, and the ball is out of bounds. And Bick was hoping to get a foul out of that. And that's a timeout. The Masters lead 12 to Heroes 10. Siddhant Shinde drops it to Martinez. Martinez dishes it out to Sejin. Sejin misses that one. Kicks it out to Shinde. Once again, Shinde for a 2. Bick is there to pull down the rebound and give it back to Indy. Indy spotting up for a 2. And he sinks it for the Masters. 14 points to the Masters. And trailing by 4 are the Heroes. Sejin tries to find the open man in Shinde. Shinde out to Martinez. Martinez for a 2. Not able to make it. Another opportunity for him to make it. No, the same spot. Hits the same spot and out. 6:12 on the clock. Vivek checks in for Bick. The general losing the ball. Sejan has the ball. Sejan to Martinez. Martinez matching up with Indy. And a floor violation has been called. Travelling call for Carlos Martinez. Vivek to Bick. Bick finds the Chief inside, and what a beautiful assist. The Chief made it. Bick intercepts, steals it, off to the Chief once more, and Marcus converts that one off the glass. Quick flurry of points for the Masters right now. Sunil Ratti for the Heroes. Great defensive efforts by the Heroes, and Vivek Chauhan is absolutely pumped. That's 16 points for Gurugram Masters, and the Mumbai Heroes trail by 6 with 10. 5 minutes 37 on the clock. Making sure to appreciate the efforts of Vivek Chauhan. The general makes sure that he knows it and he appreciates it. I would like to take a moment to thank the sponsors who have made this league what it is. Huge shout out to our apparel partner Nivea. Fortis Mohali is our medical partner. Red Bull is our energy drink partner. Wyndham Chandigarh Mohali for providing this beautiful venue and being our hospitality partner. Boxer Singh Sports Worldwide Private Limited, which is our name partner. My FM 94.3 is our radio partner, and Sony Live for being a broadcast partner. And you're watching this live on Sony Live. You can also catch us live on 3x3BL's YouTube channel and FIBA 3x3 YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching. You are watching Round 4 Conference A of 3x3BL's Season 3. It's been a great afternoon. None of the games ever went down to the 10-minute mark, and this is a final that's worth watching because these two teams now share a history, and we are hoping that they can recreate the magic that they did have in round 2. The Chief is absolutely trying to energize his teammates. He's been an absolute trooper and a great teammate for the Gurugram Masters. You can see the energy that he brings to his team. Leading by 6 points, they would be hoping to close it as fast as possible. Marcus Hammonds drops it to Bick, but Carlos had a piece of that, but Chief picks it off, and off the glass he sinks one. That's 17 points. Siddhant Shinde to Sunil Ratti. Sunil Ratti for a 2. Indy picks up the rebound and takes it out. But you can see that's Bick off the glass. That's 18 points for Masters. They're finding their way with those ones quite regularly and trying to keep the Heroes out of contention. And they have successfully managed to do so at this point in time because they already have an 8-point lead. Marcus for a 2, and he sinks it. That's 20 points for Gurugram Masters. In reply, Carlos Martinez with the 2 of his own. That's 12 points to the Heroes, but they have a long way to go before they are able to take this away. Bick misses the first one. That could have been the end of it, but this time Sunil Ratti ensures that they're not done as yet, adding 2 more to their scoreboard. They have 14 right now, 6-point deficit. But the Chief finishes it with a jumper. All well done, neat and done and dusted. That's what the Chief did. 21-14, the Chief has had a huge game and he's had a huge day. In fact, today he made sure that he was a huge part of that victory, and the Chief brought in a lot of energy for his team, the Gurugram Masters. This is the 3rd title victory in 4 rounds, and they have one runner-up check with them, which they were not happy about, and they did pick up that runner-up check going against this very same opponent in round 2. But today they made sure they'd have none of that runner-up check bits and continued to defend the title they picked up in round 3. So Gurugram Masters are now the champions of round 4 for Conference A. What an exciting day. None of the games once again went down to the line. Very, very well done by all the teams so far. A lot of energy and a lot of excitement today. Thank you all for watching. Be with us. Very shortly, we will go to the presentation ceremony, and you're watching the highlights here on Sony Live. .3x3 basketball will now feature at the Commonwealth Games 2022 and Paris 2024 Olympics, already having made their debut at Tokyo 2020. And from the street to the Olympics, 3BL gives India a shot at not just fielding a team, but also a shot at winning gold at the Olympics. 3BL will act as a feeder system to the Indian 3x3 teams and is the only 3x3 pro basketball league in our country. And the final score was 21-14 in favor of Gurugram Masters, giving them their 3rd title in 4 rounds. They beat Mumbai Heroes 21-14. And now let's go over to Rishi. He's going to take us through the presentation ceremony.
What a final that was at Men's Conference A, round number 4. And this is 3BL Season 3. We've almost come to the end of the day, and it is presentation time. But before we begin the presentation ceremony, we get on with thanking the sponsors. And while I do that, I request all of you present here to please give them a big round of applause, starting with our hospitality and venue partner, this beautiful Wyndham Chandigarh Mohali. Thank you so much for being so kind and for all the love and support that you guys have shown us. Radio partner for 3BL Season 3, My FM 94.3. Apparel partner, Nivea. Energy drink partner, Red Bull. Medical partner, Fortis Hospitals Mohali. Name partner, Boxer Singh Sports Worldwide Private Limited. Special thanks to BFI and FIBA 3x3 and all the officials, scorekeepers and the referees. Special mention and a big shout out to Sony Live for the live streaming help. Thank you so much to all the sponsors. A big round of applause for all of them. It is now time, ladies and gentlemen, to begin the presentation ceremony for round number 4 for Men's Conference A. We're going to start with giving away the runners-up check, and to do that, I would request and invite on the court with me none other than the man who made everything possible with a dream and his unstoppable vision. Put your hands together and please welcome the 3BL League Commissioner, Mr. Rohit Bakshi. That's right. Welcome him with a big round of applause. Because of him, this is happening here. Thank you so much for being here. Mr. Rohit Bakshi will be giving away the checks for runner-up and the champions for Men's Conference A round 4 with me. And to start up with the runners-up of round 4 Men's Conference A. What a game they gave us. What a day they had. Please welcome Team Mumbai Heroes. Team Mumbai Heroes, the runners-up. Men's Conference A round 4. It just keeps getting tougher as the rounds are progressing. There's always, always, always a next time, as Mr. Bakshi mentioned. Congratulations to Team Mumbai Heroes. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll request Mr. Bakshi to please join me back. It is now time. Please don't cross the camera. We are live. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to present the champions check. And who else it is? The defending champs have done it once again in round number 4. Put your hands together and please welcome Team Gurugram Masters. Congratulations, Team Gurugram. Well done, well deserved, well played. They've got it all. The bearded king, the general, the real chief hoops, and the young bull, VC. Great game you guys gave us. What a day you have had, and you have defended the title once again. Congratulations, Team Gurugram Masters, champions, Men's Conference A, round number 4. Thank you, Mr. Bakshi. Thank you so much. Indrapreet, I'm going to quickly have a chat with you. Well done, brother. Congratulations on defending that champions title very well. What do you think? Team Mumbai Heroes giving you a tough time as the league is progressing every time you play them?
Yeah, man, they're a great team. Carlos has really led that team and showed them how to play 3x3, you can see. And even like in practices, we can see that they're putting in a lot of 3x3 plays and the way to play 3x3. So hats off to Carlos and his, Shinde and Sunil and, Sage, and they're great players. And I think they have one of the smartest teams here, so that's why we always find ourselves battling them in the finals.
We're halfway through the league now. Round number 4 is over. You've got 2 more rounds to go. What do you think you're going to be defending this title with a great intensity? Do you feel the pressure building up on you or your team?
And like, VC said, there's always pressure, but, that's why we play, right? That's what gets us going. And if it wasn't pressure, then I wouldn't be doing this. I really enjoy it. But at the end of the day, man, you just got to go out there and compete. And whatever happens at the end of the day, you got to be able to live with it.
Every day you're practicing, every day you're playing games. Does it get to you? You're being exhausted, you're resting well. I want to ask you the standard of the league. Every round you're growing, the league's growing. What do you have to say about that?
And first of all, man, hell yeah, we're tired, man. We're all banged up. I'm sure they're all banged up too. But, this is just what it is, man. The condition is that we got to play 6 rounds in freaking 13, 14 days. So we're going to, put our hearts on the line and we're going to make that happen. But as far as the league goes, man, I don't know about Conference B, but Conference A is tough, man. It's a lot of games that are close, very close. And if you don't bring it, you're going to end up losing. So, but that's what the fun is too.
Before we let you go and start celebrating, one message to the league commissioner, Mr. Rohit Bakshi, who's put this all. What would you like to say to him?
Man, I just want to thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart. Man, I know all the players, when we're kids, we dream of playing professionally. And there's not that many players that play professional in this world. And Mr. Rohit Bakshi has given us the platform to be able to do what we love. And we should all be freaking grateful for it and not complain about the other situations, man. Just be happy that you're freaking playing the game that you love. And all hats off to Mr. Rohit Bakshi.
Thank you so much, the General. Thank you so much. Congratulations for winning and defending the champions check. It is now time, ladies and gentlemen, to present the most valuable award, as I call it, because that's the reason it's in the end. And it is the award for the most valuable player. And to give away that, I would request Mr. Kanwaljit Singh, IIFT Mohali. He's been here with us watching the game, and I'm welcoming on court. Mr. Singh, welcome. Thank you for coming over to 3BL. It's great to have you. It is now time, ladies and gentlemen, to present the most valuable player for Men's Conference A Round 4. Bring it up, the real chief of Marcus Hammonds II from Gurugram Masters, jersey number 7. One more time. Congratulations, brother. Well done, well deserved, well played. MVP, can I have a big round of applause, everybody, for Marcus Hammonds II, the real chief hoops. Thank you, Mr. Kanwaljit Singh. Marcus, congratulations. Very well deserved, well played. I firstly want to start this interview by asking you the amount of sportsmanship that you're seeing on the court. You're showing it to us. It's an inspiration. When your teammates are going to the ref for the calls and you're like, let's go, don't matter. What's building up in your head at that time?
For me, I just think back to round 2, and there was things that didn't go our way, and I felt that sometimes we got a little distracted by that instead of staying focused on the goal at hand, which is to be standing here as champions and celebrating. So after that, I just really started over and watched the game again and was just like, yo, no matter what, I'm going to make sure that my team stays focused and that we get the job done.
MVP number 2 and the title once again, turning this into a habit. Are you counting that, taking back home?
Man, I'm just happy to have the success. I thank God for giving me the opportunity to be here. I thank Roy for giving us the opportunity to play in this league and, come out here to India and enjoy all the rotis I can eat, you know what I mean? And just being here in this beautiful hotel and being able to play this game, it's all love,
It's time for you to celebrate MVP. Congratulations and keep it going. That spirit is unstoppable. The real Chief Hoops, what I'm talking about. That is it from presentation ceremony for Men's Conference A in round number 4, ladies and gentlemen. And before I finish off today's live session for all the viewers, we have a small felicitation. Someone very important from the BFI committee is here. Mr. Chandrasekhar Sharma is here, and I would request Chandramukhi Sharma is here, and I would request Mr. Rohit Bakshi to please come forward and felicitate him for coming over here. Mr. Chandramukhi Sharma, Secretary General BFI, is here with us, and I would want to request all of you to please give him a big round of applause as he's come here. Congratulations. Thank you so much for coming here. Mr. Rohit Bakshi, thank you so much for all the support that you have shown in this league and for all the belief that you have shown us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yes. So a few words from you would be really, really kind. I can hold that for you if you want.
On behalf of Basketball Federation of India, I congratulate the Commissioner of 3BL, Mr. Rohit Bakshi, and his entire team, who has started this venture in a very big way by involving a lot of good players of the country and for the development and promotion of the game. It will be a big way to support the Indian athletes in this country. I wish him all the best and success for this tournament. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma. Thank you. Can someone take this bouquet for me? Thank you. It indeed is a pleasure because BFI has shown belief and great support to us. So it is great to have you here, Mr. Sharma. Thank you for all your time and thank you for coming and watching. Congratulations to the runners-up and the champions and the MVP for Men's Conference A Round 4. For all the viewers back home, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to tune in tomorrow sharp at 9 a.m. on 3x3BL YouTube channel because we're going to have the Women's League going and then Men's Conference in the evening. Thank you for watching today. My name is Rishi Raj and this was 3BL Season 3. Good night.